Welcome to Bull Diamond at Blair Field as the Long Beach State Dirtbags face off with San Jose State. I'm Bruce Kuntz, and you are listening to 22 West Radio, broadcasting live at 88.1 FM KKJZ HD3 Long Beach. The Spartans jumped all over the Dirtbags to open up the season last night as Long Beach State suffered an 8-0 defeat. San Jose State right fielder Alex Fernandez had a great performance, fresh off being named to the Mountain West preseason all-conference team ahead of his senior campaign. He went 5 for 5 with the sacrifice fly and 2 runs driven in out of the leadoff spot. Senior left fielder Jake McCoy also had a strong game, reaching base 3 times, including a solo homer to lead off the 6th inning. On the other side, the Dirtbags were stagnant offensively. The Spartans only needed to send 2 pitchers to the mound to hold Long Beach to 2 hits and 0 runs. Senior righty Cal Calza-Diaz went the first 5 innings without allowing a hit, and senior southpaw A.J. McGrew closed it out for a 4-inning save. The Dirtbags will send redshirt sophomore righty Austin Castillo to the bump tonight as they look to bounce back. Castillo had Tommy John surgery in 2024 and missed all of last spring while rehabbing. Tonight will be his Division I college debut in his 3rd year with the program. San Jose State will turn to senior righty David Thomas, who led the team in innings while posting a .627 ERA last spring. The Dirtbags have taken the field here, short pitch to come underway shortly. Castillo, the righty, on the mound, take you through the rest of the defense that'll be playing behind him. In the squad for Long Beach State, it's a true freshman, Damon Valdez, went in the 9th inning last night, now getting the starting nod tonight. Over at first base, they've got Aaron Perez at third, Dylan Lena getting the start again. Middle infield looks the same as last night. Camden Kasser, the Purdue transfer, at second base. Trotter Enright, the sophomore, at shortstop. Outfield has a couple of changes. Caden Smacko, the starter, in left. In center field, it's Trevor Goldenetz, the true freshman, and then in right, Matt Toomey. Stepping in to lead things off again for San Jose State is Alex Fernandez. As I said, went 5 for 5 last night. A sacrifice fly was the only time he did not reach. A couple runs driven in. A very strong start to the season. Dirtbags in all white. They wore the pinstripes yesterday. Today, just traditional all white uniforms. Castillo out of the windup. Misses with a slider just below the zone for ball 1. Alex Fernandez, the left-handed hitting right fielder in the box. San Jose State rocking some black jerseys tonight with their gray pants. Switching it up. Black helmets as well. Castillo's 1-0 is lined out into right field. Toomey comes in, but it'll drop in front of him. Gets it on a bounce, but it's another hit for Alex Fernandez. He's 6 for 6 to start the new year. It's an 81-mile-an-hour pitch, 101 off the bat. Castillo couldn't get it by Alex Fernandez, and now San Jose State has a leadoff man on. Oh, geez, and now TJ Bruce is walking out to the mound with a trainer. Austin Castillo standing back behind the mound. It's a slow walk out there. Castillo just threw his first 2 pitches as a college player, and he's given hugs to the Dirtbag infielders. Not looking like a good scene here. Castillo had Tommy John surgery in his first year with the program in the spring of 2024. Missed all of last year while he was rehabbing. Got to play summer ball for the Arroyo Seco Saints. Only played in 1 game, pitched 1 inning, and struck out all 3 batters that he faced. And now making his collegiate debut as the Saturday night starter. It's looking like he's going to have to leave the game here. Only 2 pitches in. Standing on the right side of the mound now, talking with TJ Bruce, and they already have a new arm coming in from the bullpen. Never good when there didn't even really need to be a conversation, as Bruce and the Dirtbag trainer made it out there. Castillo was already hugging his infielders and looking like he was ready to head to the dugout. So our best hopes will be with Austin Castillo, and the hope that he didn't just re-injure his elbow or have another serious injury like it would appear. If we get any updates, we'll send them along. Dirtbags are having to go to the bullpen here. 1 batter in. Austin Castillo receives an ovation from the Blair Field crowd. He'll walk into the dugout, only 2 pitches in, and the Dirtbags have to go to the bullpen. We'll be right back to introduce the new man in the game for Long Beach State on 22 West Radio. Back here as the Dirtbags have to go to the bullpen, only 2 pitches into the top of the first inning. It's the sophomore right-hander Jake Fields coming in. Was expected to be part of the rotation group this year. Fields is going to be pitching in long relief in this one. Is ready to come in as Austin Castillo exits after only 2 pitches. Just a brutal scene here as Castillo was making his collegiate debut tonight, missed his first 2 years in the program with the Dirtbags due to injury. Had Tommy John surgery that he was under the knife in the spring of 2024, rehabbed all the way through last spring, got to pitch a bit in summer ball, but now finally making his long-awaited Dirtbags debut and has to exit after only throwing 2 pitches. Alex Fernandez singled to lead off the game as Jake Fields is continuing to warm. Looks like he's about to be ready. Our umpires tonight, Troy Hodak behind home plate, Javier Navarro down at first base, Brian Frisch at second, and Jeff Clough at third. Tough start to this one for Long Beach State, coming off an 8-0 loss last night. Now they lose their starter only 2 pitches in. Rocco Caballero in the box next. Quick throw over to first base, and they got him! Jake Fields picks off Alex Fernandez before he throws a pitch. There is time being given by Brian Frisch, the second base umpire, as he walks in, and it looks like they're going to keep the runner there. They're going to say the ball wasn't live yet. Brian Frisch, still having a conversation. And now TJ Bruce is walking out of the dugout to have a conversation with the third base umpire, Jeff Clough. As soon as the pickoff throw was made and absolutely beat Fernandez to the bag, the first base umpire, Javier Navarro, made the call that he was out. Fields immediately turned around and pumped his fist toward the Dirtbag dugout, looking like he was pointing for Austin Castillo. But instead, the runner stays put. He throws over again now, and it was a little wide. Fernandez dove in ahead of the throw. It's a man on first, nobody out in the top of the first inning. Fernandez has hits in all 6 of his official at-bats to begin the year. Rocco Caballero last night went 0 for 4 with a pair of strikeouts. Right on right matchup, Fields downhill, and he catches the outside corner for strike 1. 91 miles an hour from Jake Fields. Perez holding the runner at first. Another throw over there, a little bit close this time. Tag got down, but Fernandez is there ahead of the throw. Fields on the bump for Long Beach State. 0-1 comes home, shows bunt, pulls it back as the ball got away from Valdez, but not far enough for the runner to advance. Count now 1-1. Fields last year as a redshirt freshman for Long Beach State appeared in 14 games, 10 of them starts, had an even 6 ERA. Alex Fernandez off of first base again. 1-1 pitch comes home. It's a fastball that buzzed the tower up and in. Count now 2-1. Fields lives right in the low 90-mile-per-hour range. Last one came in at exactly 90. Another throw over. This time it's late and the tag doesn't get down from Perez. Fields thought he had Alex Fernandez picked off before he threw his first pitch. Instead, second base umpire Brian Frisch walked in to say that the ball was not live yet. 2-1 pitch comes home, and it's a fastball that misses high. (3-1) to Rocco Caballero. Fields comes home. It's lined out towards center field. Golden Nets started back, now comes in and makes the catch on the run. Fernandez will retreat to first base, and Fields has recorded the first out of the game. Jake McCoy in next, 2 for 5 with a home run last night. It was the only home run hit by either team. Another right-on-right matchup. Jake Fields looks over his shoulder towards first, now comes home, and it's swung on and missed. Nice fastball up and in at 93. Got McCoy to swing through it. On one count for Jake McCoy. Waggles the bat off his shoulder. Fields home, and it's fouled straight back into the netting. McCoy led San Jose State in slugging last year. 875 OPS with 9 home runs. It's a potent top 3 in the lineup for the Spartans. 0-2. Swung on and missed. Down in the dirt. Valdez blocks it. Runner will stay put with first base closed. So McCoy will walk back to the dugout. A 3-pitch strikeout for Jake Fields. There's a couple of fastballs and then a slider that got him the chase. Vince Gambardella in next. The catcher for San Jose State. Runner goes on the first pitch. Fastball misses high. Good one to throw on. Throw down is in time. Damon Valdez catches the runner. Alex Fernandez on the first pitch of the at-bat. It's a caught stealing to end the top half of the first inning. We're going to the bottom half. Still 0-0 on 22 West Radio. Long Beach State coming up to bat for the first time in the second game of the year. They'll be sending up Trevor Goldenetz to lead off. Added a little bit further down the order last night, but now moving into the one spot. The TJ Bruce talked a bit before the season that he could see Goldenetz getting some at-bats there. Was down in the 6 hole last night, but went 1 for 3 with a walk and now moves up to lead off. True freshman will step in here. Camden Gasser batting in the 2 spot. Trotter Enright down at 3. Dylan Lena will bat in the cleanup spot for the Dirtbags. Aaron Perez at the 5 hole. Matt Toomey batting 6th. Guion De Castro gets the start tonight in the 7th spot. Caden Smacko will bat 8th. And then Damon Valdez, the true freshman catcher who threw out a runner trying to steal to end the top half of the inning, will bat 9th. The starter for San Jose State, David Thomas on the mound. He works out of the windup. Righty comes home with a changeup that floats in for strike 1. Goldenetz, a true freshman in the left-handed box. Rocking some low-cut stirrups. 0-1 taken off the outside corner at 92. The one hit for Goldenetz last night was a single in the 7th inning. He lines this one out towards the right center gap, ranging over to his left. Coda is there to make the catch. Left-handed Center fielder Brent Cota, Cal Poly Pomona transfer, makes the first play he has a chance on. Wasn't in the starting lineup last night, but now it's a fly out to center field to start the bottom of the first inning. Camden Gasser in next. Transferred to Long Beach State from Purdue. Originally began his collegiate career at Michigan. That 2024 spring was the first one he played with the Boilermakers. Was very productive, had a .507 on base. Takes a pitch just off the outside corner at 92 for ball one. Last spring wasn't as good, a .423 on base. Still sounds pretty productive, but the OPS was down at 650. Gasser's a very patient hitter. Walked twice in his dirtbag debut last night. Takes one right down Broadway here at 92. The count evens 1-1. The third baseman, Osorio Agard, pinched in front of the third base bag on the grass. As Gasser fouls one off down the left side. Count now 1-2. Osorio Agard will back off now behind the third base bag. Caballero at shortstop also took a couple shuffles to his right. Wide open middle part of the infield right now. Thomas out of the windup again. 1-2 pitch popped out of the hand early on a breaking ball and misses outside. Scoreless in the bottom of the first inning. One out and nobody on for the Dirtbags as they get their first ups. Trying to get into the win column for the first time this season. 2-2, fouled straight back. 3 lefties at the top of the batting order for Long Beach State tonight. Trotter Enright waiting on deck. It's a younger Long Beach State team than they had last year. Gasser is one of 3 seniors in the starting lineup tonight as he fouls another one off into the netting down the left field line. Enright on deck as a sophomore. The leadoff man, Golden Nets, who flew out to center field. True freshman in the lineup for the Dirtbags. Three foul balls in a row for Camden Gasser, looking for his first hit as a Dirtbag. Another 2-2 comes home, and he fouls it straight back again. David Thomas trying to put him away. 6'4", 220 on the mound, physically imposing. Thomas trying to win the battle. Curveball fouled off again. He's throwing him curveballs, fastballs, everything in the arsenal in this at-bat, but Gasser has spoiled 5 straight 2-strike pitches. Another one home. It's a slider that misses off the outside corner. Heck of a plate appearance here for Camden Gasser. He's worked the count full. Tenth pitch of the at-bat coming home. Payoff, misses in the dirt. A great plate appearance from Camden Gasser. A 10-pitch walk gives the Dirtbags their first base runner of the night. Trotter Enright stepping in next. The sophomore shortstop went 1 for 2 with a double and a pair of walks yesterday for a Dirtbag offense that just could not get a lot going. Trotter Enright had one of the more productive nights. Dirtbags only finished with 2 hits and 0 runs yesterday. Gasser off of first base. Thomas out of the stretch for the first time. Misses high with a fastball to start the plate appearance for Enright. As a freshman last year, Enright got a pretty good chunk of playing time. Rotated around third base, shortstop, and second base. Started each of the first 2 games of this season at short as a slider bends onto the outside corner. 1-1 count to Trotter Enright. Had a .240 batting average and a .656 OPS as a freshman. Now pickoff attempt. Gasser dives back safely. Not a huge stolen base threat. He only had 4 swiped bags last year for Purdue. In 2024, though, had 17. Some pitter-patter as Thomas comes home. He stays put. It's flied out towards left field. McCoy a couple steps back and then towards the line, but he's there to make the catch. Gasser will retreat to first base as Enright flies out. Gives a frustrated swing of the bat as he walks back towards the dugout. Dylan Lena coming up next now. 2 outs and still a runner on first base for the Dirtbags. Feel remiss not to mention the flowing hair of Dylan Lena out of the helmet every single game. Fastball misses outside to start the at-bat. Right-handed third baseman transferred in from JUCO before last season. Second year as a Dirtbag, was hampered by injuries last year. Held him to only 22 games, but had a .978 OPS when he was on the field. 1-0, line down the left field line, and fair. That'll bounce towards the corner. Gasser on his horse as it rolls all the way to the wall. He's rounding third. Gasser will come in to score. Dylan Lena pulls into second base with an RBI double, and the Dirtbags have their first run of the game and the season. It's 1-0 Long Beach State. Aaron Perez will come in next. Dylan Lena with his first hit of the year went 0 for 4 last night, but steps up and ropes one into the left field corner. An RBI double for Lena. It's at 1-0 in the bottom of the first inning. Aaron Perez in next. First pitch misses low for ball 1. Some enthusiasm in the crowd at Blair Field that was not there as the game went on last night. Can't blame them. Thomas set at the belt. 1-0 swung on and missed. Nice offering there. 82-mile-an-hour changeup that dove below the barrel. 1-1 counts Aaron Perez. Transfer in from Utah Tech. Won the starting first base job. Right on left matchup with a man at second and 2 outs. 1-1 home. Curveball missed outside. Perez now ahead 2-1. Dirtbags already ahead 1-0 on Dylan Lena's RBI double. Brought Camden Gasser around from first base. Another curveball caught the knees this time. Count now 2-2 to Aaron Perez. Defense playing mostly straight up. Rolls the second baseman a few steps to his left and on the grass. 2-2 swung on and missed. Got dropped by Gambardella, but he picks it right back up and tags Perez. It's an 84-mile-an-hour changeup to get the punch out. Dirtbags leave one stranded, but Dylan Lena's RBI double puts him ahead 1-0 going to the second inning on 22 West Radio. Jake Fields back out there for Long Beach State. Vincent Gambardella will get another chance at his plate appearance. Only saw one pitch in the top of the first inning, took a fastball outside, and Alex Fernandez got cut down trying to steal second base. Gambardella had a strong night to start the season. Slider misses down and in from Fields to start the at-bat. Gambardella went 3 for 4 with a pair of doubles and 2 walks yesterday. 1-0 from Fields, popped up within the infield and back to the left side of the third base foul line, ranging all the way over towards the track, and it's going to land right in the middle of the Bermuda Triangle. Lena, Fields, and Valdez all gave chase, but nobody called it off. It was Fields who dove right to the ground as Lena was running parallel with him. The ball drops right in between all 3 dirtbag defenders. It's a play that they'll want back as the count is now 1-1 for Gambardella. New life for the Spartan catcher, originally from Santa Barbara. Fields works out of the windup, takes one at the knees, 91-mile-an-hour fastball for strike 2. One nothing Dirtbags in the top of the second inning. Nobody on, nobody out for San Jose State. 1-2, fastball missed away. Jay Fields threw 8 pitches in the top of the first inning. If you're just joining us, Long Beach State's starter was Austin Castillo. Only was able to throw 2 pitches before he had to be lifted with an injury. 2-2, swung on and missed. A changeup that floated up near the top of the zone, but got by Gambardella. It's the second strikeout of the game for Jake Fields. 1 out, nobody on for the Spartans. JC Osorio-Agard steps in next. Right-handed hitting third baseman. Went 0 for 4 last night. First pitch checked his swing, but it caught the inside corner for strike 1. Agard batted .237 last year for the Spartans. 0-1, swung on and missed. A nice slider down in the dirt. Got Osorio-Agard to whiff over the top of it. Fields now ahead 0-2. This is a Spartans team that has made it to the Mountain West Championship game 4 straight seasons. 0-2, swung on and missed in the dirt again. Valdez blocks it out in front of home plate. The throw down is in time. They're going to wave it off anyway. It looked like the ball might have been kicked by JC Osorio-Agard. It's the second straight strikeout to begin the inning. Third straight overall for Jake Fields on a good slider in the dirt. Put Osorio-Agard down on 3 pitches. 2 down and nobody on now. Spartans have Brent Crota stepping in. First pitch from Fields, flied out towards center field. Golden Nets takes a couple steps to his left, now back a little, but he's camped to make the catch. It's a first pitch fly out, and Jake Fields gets through a quick frame going to the bottom of the second. Still 1-0 Dirtbags on 22 West Radio. Dirtbags coming back up to bat with a 1-0 lead. David Thomas back on the mound for San Jose State. For Long Beach State, it's the 6, 7, and 8 spots due up in the order, starting with Matt Toomey. The Dirtbag 6-hitter went 0 for 3 with a walk last night to start his sophomore campaign. Right on left matchup for the Dirtbag right fielder. First pitch, breaking ball, popped up back behind home plate, and that'll get out of play. David Thomas is a senior for San Jose State. Spent the last 2 years with this program. His first 2 seasons he pitched at St. Mary's. Led the Spartans in innings last spring. Narrow margin, but nonetheless. Breaking ball missed high. 1-1 count to Matt Toomey. Thomas threw 74 1/3 innings last year. 2-5 record, 6.27 ERA. Breaking ball lined out into center field. Coda ranging back. He didn't see it at first. Now he dives, and it's off his glove. Rolling to the wall. Matt Toomey's going to keep chugging around second base. He slides in feet first to third. It's a triple for Matt Toomey. Coda was fooled bad off the bat, started in, then had to try and correct back and did not get there. Matt Toomey triples the lead off the bottom of the second inning. The second extra base hit for the Dirtbags already. An RBI double from Dylan Lena in the bottom of the first inning gave the Dirtbags their 1-0 lead. Now they've got a man on third with nobody out. Matt Toomey triples to lead off the second. Guion De Castro in next. Redshirt freshman transferred in from Arizona State. This is his first collegiate at-bat. First pitch misses high. Fastball in to De Castro, originally from Miami. Left-handed hitting DH in the box. The corner infielders are pinched in for San Jose State. Shepler at first, Osorio Agard at third. 1-0 fastball missed high. De Castro's ahead 2-0. Matt Toomey with good speed down at third base. Could be a big year for Toomey coming up as a sophomore. 2-0 pitch comes home and caught the outside corner for strike one. Toomey went and played summer ball for Minot this past summer. Was an all-star there, stole 25 bases in 62 games. 2-1 taken just off the outside corner. It's a 3-1 count to Guion De Castro. Waiting on deck, Caden Smacka, ready to make his Dirtbag debut. (3-1) fastball missed high. It's a 5-pitch walk for Guion De Castro. Dirtbags now have runners at the corners with still nobody out. Runners on first and third. Smacka coming up next. Played for the College of Southern Nevada before transferring to Long Beach State during this past offseason. At the College of Southern Nevada last year, batted .323 with an .856 OPS. Smacka steps into the left-handed box. David Thomas, the righty, on the mound in a jam in the bottom of the second inning. Runners at first and third for Long Beach State, nobody out. Conservative lead at first for De Castro. Thomas sets at the belt, now comes home with a pitch that misses high. Came in at 82 miles an hour, a slider that never came down. Osorio Agard still pulled in on the grass at third base. Shepler holding the runner at first. 1-0, taken at the knees for strike one. 1-1 count for Caden Smacka. Thomas comes downhill. It's a pitch that misses up and in. 89-mile-an-hour fastball. Thomas's command is not all the way there in this second inning. Issued a walk to Guion De Castro last time up. Has walked 2 so far in his start. Runners at the corners, 1-0 Dirtbags in the bottom of the second inning. Thomas sets. Comes home with the 2-1. Slider that misses outside. That breaking ball command has not been dialed in so far for Thomas. Smacka is a redshirt junior as he makes his Dirtbags debut tonight. Long black sleeves and bright yellow spikes on, matching the bright yellow batting gloves. A pickoff attempt, a B move over to first base. De Castro's back easily. Outfield shifted a bit to their right. Our left from the home plate view. 3-1 fastball right on the inside corner for strike 2. Count now full to Caden Smacka. Guion De Castro has had a pretty small lead down at first base. We'll see if he gets sent on the move here by TJ Bruce or if they keep him there. A little bit bigger lead. He will stay put. Payoff pitch comes home. It's popped up out of play down the left side. Dirtbags are certainly making Thomas work. He's already thrown 37 pitches, still looking for his first out in the bottom of the second. Caden Smacka looking to come through in his first Dirtbags at bat. Runners at first and third, nobody out. Another payoff, missed high. Another good at bat for Long Beach State. Caden Smacka draws a 7-pitch walk. The bases are now juiced with nobody out in the bottom of the second inning. 3 walks already for David Thomas. Matt Toomey started the rally in this bottom of the second inning with a leadoff triple out to center field. We're going to have a mound visit here for San Jose State. After the triple, David Thomas has walked back-to-back Dirtbags. Bring up Damon Valdez, his first Dirtbags at-bat for the true freshman. Played at Los Alamitos High School, native of Long Beach, and there's been a lot of positive words spoken about him by TJ Bruce preseason. It'll be Valdez in the catcher duo with Connor Stewart. Stewart, a 6th year, got the start last night in the first game of the season, and now Valdez, the true freshman, getting the nod in game number 2. Valdez listed at 6'3", 185. Certainly has the stature. The mound visit for San Jose State breaks. I've already mentioned David Thomas led San Jose State in innings last year. Still not a ton of success, though. 6.27 ERA, even before he transferred to San Jose State at St. Mary's. His first 2 years totaled 20 games in relief at an ERA north of 9. Still the Saturday night starter to open up 2026 for San Jose State. Dirtbags already ahead 1-0, and Thomas is in a jam here in the second. Right on right matchup. First pitch slider inside, almost hit the arm of Damon Valdez. He didn't get out of the way. Looks like he was happy to let it clip the jersey, but instead it's a 1-0 count. Runners for the Dirtbags, Matt Toomey at third base, Guion De Castro at second, Caden Smacka at first. Thomas working out of the windup. 1-0 ground ball over to shortstop. Caballero to his right, and it went right through the wickets. 1 run is in. Here comes De Castro. He's going to score. Now Valdez trying to advance to second base, and he's there. Caden Smacka got to third as well. It's 2 more runs for the Dirtbags. We'll see how that's ruled. Caballero was moving to his right, got over to square it off, but the ball went right through his legs as he was still moving. Tough play, but one that San Jose State would like their shortstop to make. Either way, it's second and third now for the Dirtbags with 2 more runs in and a 3-0 lead. Top of the order coming up as well now for Long Beach State. So a big-time jam here for David Thomas in this second inning. 4 batters have come to the plate. All of them have reached. Scrying around to bunt, and it's a called strike at the knees. Trevor Goldenetz turned around like he couldn't believe it. Goldenetz lined out to center field his first time up. The corner infielders for San Jose State pulled in aggressively now. Osorio, Agard, and Shepler both playing in on the cutout. 0-1 pitch taken inside. Almost caught the ankle of Goldenetz, but instead the count evens 1-1. Still no official ruling in on that Damon Valdez ground ball. 1-1 pitch from Thomas. Swung on and missed. A nice changeup diving down and away. Had Goldenetz way out in front. Count now 1-2. As the ruling does come in, they're giving Damon Valdez a single. Will be an error scored as the runners advance. 1-2. Line drive down the left field line, just foul. It's a curveball that hung up at the top of the zone. Goldenetz fought it off and almost caught it fair. Instead, the count stays 1-2. That actually looks like there won't be any error ruled on San Jose State. They're just going to rule it a single for Valdez as it got into left field and then say that he advanced on the throw to third base. Not the call that I expected there, but either way, it's an RBI hit for Valdez. Couple of them. Another 1-2 for Goldenetz, and he chased a fastball way up at the eyes. Swings and misses. There's the big first out for David Thomas. Runners stay put at second and third. It's the second strikeout of the game for Thomas. Camden Gasser steps in next for Long Beach State. Still a good chance to add to their 3-0 lead. First pitch taken outside for ball 1. Gasser walked his first time up there in a 10-pitch at-bat, including 5 straight foul balls at one point. Corner infield still pulled it way in. 1-0 pitch taken right down the middle for strike 1. It's 3-0 Dirtbags in the bottom of the second inning. Runners on second and third and 1 out for Camden Gasser. 1-1 pitch from Thomas. Taken on the outside corner for strike 2. Gasser has a patient approach. He demonstrated that yesterday and has so far as well. 5 plate appearances to start the season and 3 walks for the Purdue transfer. 1-2 count now for him to work with here. Pitch from Thomas, grounded sharply over towards third base. Fielded and thrown across the diamond. That'll bring in another run. Now Valdez advances to third as the throw went across the first. Valdez took off from second base. But Caden Smacka is in on the RBI groundout from Camden Gasser. The Dirtbags extend their lead to 4-0. So 5-3 ground out. Second out of the inning. The Dirtbags have played it a 3 spot. Trotter Enright will step in next. Already a 4-0 lead for Long Beach State. Much better looking offense tonight than they had yesterday. First pitch slider dropped into the top of the zone for strike 1 to Enright. The 0-1. Fastball right at the letters for strike 2. Good location there from David Thomas. Oh, 2 now, man at third with 2 outs. Thomas comes downhill. It's chopped over on the right side. Enright sprinting, but the toss over to first base is not in time. Thomas didn't get his foot on the bag. The underhand throw from Shepler beat him there, but the ruling from first base umpire Javier Navarro is that Thomas missed the base. It's another run in for the Dirtbags on an infield single for Trotter Enright. It's 5-0 in the bottom of the second inning. Enright just took a slider on the inside part, fought it off. 83 miles an hour was the pitch, 78 off the bat on a short chopper to the right side. Shepler, the first baseman, came into field, but Thomas was not able to get the foot on the bag as he covered first base. Dylan Lena in next. RBI double his first time up. Curveball swung on and missed. Runner was going. The throw is going into center field. It's a stolen base for Enright, and he'll move up to third on the throwing error from Gambardella. Dirtbags continue to move the runners along. Now a man at third with 2 outs for Lena. But now we've got disagreement. The San Jose State manager Brad Sanfilippo is out of his dugout and having a conversation with home plate umpire Troy Hodock. I think he wants batter interference on the throw down to second base. We saw that called one time yesterday, went against San Jose State, so have to imagine the argument here from Brad Sanfilippo is, we saw you make the call yesterday, but that time as Lena swung and missed, he did fall a bit over home plate. The 4 umpires are going to get together and talk about this one now. If the call stands, it'll be a stolen base for Enright and a throwing error on the catcher, Gambardella. Umpires still crowded together. It's 5-0 Dirtbags in the bottom of the second inning. They put up a 4 spot in the second inning. If the call stands, they'll still be threatening with a man at third base and 2 out. And the call is going to stand. Umpires took a second to talk about it, but no batter's interference will be issued. Dylan Lena will get to keep hitting with an 0-1 count, and Trotter Enright down at third base. Lena's RBI double in the first inning was a roped line drive down the left field line. Got into the corner. 0-1 from Thomas. Another curveball lined out into left field. McCoy ranges back, but that one had a lot of topspin, and it dives right down into his glove. 103 miles an hour off the bat, but did not have the distance. It's a loud fly out for Dylan Lena to end the second inning. Dirtbags leave one stranded in scoring position, but plate 4 in the frame. It's 5-0 moving to the third on 22 West Radio. The Dirtbags put up a 4 spot in the bottom of the second inning. It's 5-0 as we move to the third. Jake Field's back out there for Long Beach State. A heck of a response so far tonight after the Dirtbags got blanked yesterday. It was an 8-0 win for the Spartans to open up the season. Now Long Beach State strikes back 5-0 entering the third. Fields out of the windup, delivers strike one to Peyton Rolls. Right on right matchup to open up the top of the third. Dirtbags have faced the minimum so far. Rolls is the 7-hitter leading off the third. Slider misses outside to make it 1-1. Jake Fields is pitching technically in relief. Came in for the second batter of the game after only 2 pitches were thrown by Austin Castillo. Had to leave with an injury. 1-1 breaking ball, missed low. Rolls checked his swing and did not go around. Fields had a even 6 ERA last year as a redshirt freshman. 2-1 popped up out of play down the right field line. The count evens 2-2. Jake Fields looking for some more success here as a sophomore. Definitely can expect him to be getting a good share of innings, whether it's pitching as a starter or in long relief. He'll be part of the mix for TJ Bruce's pitching staff. 2-2, bends in there, a front door slider for called strike 3. Froze Peyton Rolls. That's already the 4th strikeout of the game for Jake Fields. 1 down and nobody on for the Spartans. A filthy front door slider. Rolls didn't get the bat off his shoulder. Jake Fields has retired all 6 batters that he's faced. Anthony Shepler in next as he takes a fastball right down Broadway for strike 1. The velocity's been up a little bit higher than it was last year for Fields. That last one was 92. He's grabbed a couple 93s tonight. Another 92 as it misses high. Counts 1-1 to Anthony Shepler. Went 1 for 4 with a walk and 2 strikeouts last night. The 1-1. Cut on and missed. 92-mile-an-hour fastball up above the zone. Powered by the Spartans' first baseman. Fields also has some good carry on that 4-seam fastball tonight. And last one, 22 inches of induced vertical break. 1-2. Cut on and missed. Up to 93 that time on a fastball off the outer part. Jake Fields strikes out the first 2 Spartans of the third inning. It's 2 down and nobody on. I'm going to bring up the 9 spot. Neil Jansen, a designated hitter, getting the starting nod tonight. Played 44 games for the Spartans last year, batted .234. After his 5th strikeout, Jake Fields works again out of the windup. First pitch taken off the outside corner. Another heater. And it goes for ball 1. Neil Jansen is a senior in the right-handed box. 1-0 pitch, yanked another fastball, so Jansen's ahead 2-0. Jake Fields has only faced 7 batters, struck out 5 of them, and has not allowed a base runner. 2-0, taken at the knees, a fastball for strike 1. Been a heater-heavy diet so far tonight for Jake Fields. All 3 pitches to Jansen so far have been fastballs. The 2-1 popped up on the right side, ranging into foul territory. Perez, just on the other side of the line, is there to make the catch. Jansen pops up in foul territory, and Fields gets through another 1-2-3 frame. Going to the bottom of the third inning, it's still 5-0 Dirtbags on 22 West Radio. San Jose State making a pitching change to begin the bottom of the third inning. Going to a lefty out of the bullpen, Landon Marchetti, left-handed junior, transferred in from UC San Diego, so Big West opponent of Long Beach State's. Pitching for the Tritons last year, appeared in 9 games with an even 9 ERA. So Marchetti will make his Spartans debut here to face Aaron Perez, the left-handed first baseman for Long Beach State. 5-0 entering the bottom of the third. Dirtbags offense got blanked yesterday, but has responded well. Played at a 4 spot in the bottom of the second inning. Marchetti works out of the windup. First pitch slider misses outside. Perez struck out his first time up. Got caught chasing a changeup. 1-0, fastball tailed onto the outside corner. It's called strike 1. Perez last night went 0 for 3 with a walk. Transferred in from Utah Tech. Bounced around a bit in his collegiate career, but played the last 2 seasons at Utah Tech. Checks his swing on a fastball inside, but the home plate umpire Troy Hodak is going to say that he went around. No appeal needed. Count now 1-2. And now he gets a whiff. A nice slider there off the outside corner. Perez goes down swinging for the second time. So Landon Marchetti strikes out the first batter that he faces in the Spartans uniform. Last one was a 76-mile-an-hour slider. Matt Toomey in next, another lefty in a very lefty-heavy Long Beach State lineup tonight. First pitch fastball down Broadway for strike 1. Toomey led off that second inning, started the rally for the Dirtbags with a leadoff triple. 0-1 fastball off the outside corner. It was a sharp line drive out to center field. Coda didn't read it very well. Took about a half a step in before trying to retreat, and then as he laid out towards the warning track, couldn't get there. Went off his glove and trickled into the wall. 1-1 tapped within the home plate circle and foul. Fastball was in at 87 miles an hour. 1-2 count for Matt Toomey. 6'3" sophomore out of Mammoth Lakes. Put up some bonkers numbers in high school up there. Fastball misses high. Had a very strong performance in Summer League. Playing up in Minot this past summer. Was an all-star on that circuit. He lifts a slider off the end of the bat and into center field. Didn't catch it clean, but it's a base hit nonetheless for Matt Toomey. He pulls into first base with his second hit of the night. Just got enough of it to poke it through into center field. Guion De Castro will come up next, another lefty in the Dirtbag order, to face Marchetti on the mound. Now man on first with 1 out, 5-0 Dirtbags in the bottom of the third inning. Toomey with a healthy lead over there. The one-way variety against the lefty. Jab back, then as the pitch came home, stayed put. Changeup missed down in the dirt. Count now 1-0 to De Castro. Marchetti sets just below the belt. Holds his hands low. Now the 1-0 is a slider that swung on and missed. Expanded the zone off the outside part there. It's a good job by Gambardella to go down and get it before it bounced. Keeps Toomey put at first base. Dirtbags already with 5 hits. Fastball just off the inside corner that time. Gambardella might have kicked that one. Looking at the strike zone we've got here in the press box, it did clip the electronic strike zone, but Gambardella was set up on the outside corner. 2-1, runner goes, slider popped up into left field. Toomey will have to throw on the brakes as McCoy is camped underneath that one. makes the catch, and Toomey retreats to first base. Now 2 outs as De Castro flies out to left. Caden Smacka will come up next. Walked his first time up. Playing his first game as a dirtbag tonight after transferring in from the College of Southern Nevada. Two outs and a man on first. Pitch comes in and misses inside with a fastball. Smacka's yet another lefty in this dirtbag order. Only 2 right-handed batters in the fray. Here's a step and a throw, and it got Toomey running. He's going to get to second base, though, as Toomey was gone as soon as the foot moved from Marchetti. He's stepping through, and Shepler couldn't throw to second base in time. Toomey shows off his speed and gets a stolen base out of a play that he should have been picked off. So now the Dirtbags have a man in scoring position. Matt Toomey steals his first base of the year. 1-0 count to Caden Smacka, man on second, 2 down. Dirtbags already ahead 5-0. Marchetti sets at the belt. 1-0 pitch comes home, checks his swing, and it missed. Fastball just inside that Gambardella held for a while. Close one right on the corner. Two-0 pitch, missed up and in, and Smacka was ready to toss his bat to the dugout. He'll stay put, though. Didn't catch a piece of him. Count 3-0. First base is open now with Damon Valdez waiting on deck. Marchetti gives a look back to second base at Toomey. Now comes downhill and catches the outside corner with a fastball. Smacka digs back in, originally from Las Vegas. 3-1 off the outside corner. It's a 5-pitch walk for Smacka, his second free pass of the ball game. So he heads down to first base. Now 2 runners on with 2 outs for the Dirtbags. Number 9 hitter coming up next, Damon Valdez. Hit a hard ground ball towards shortstop his first time up, and it got past Caballero. It's ruled a hit and a 2 RBI single for Damon Valdez. That was his first at-bat as a Dirtbag for the true freshman. Right-handed hitting catcher in the box to face the lefty Marchetti on the mound. 2 runners on, pop up out of play down the right side to start the at-bat. David Thomas only went 2 innings for San Jose State. Landon Marchetti pitching in relief. Dirtbags threatening. On 1 pitch, misses high. Valdez went to Los Alamitos High School. So he's a local product. It's been back-to-back nights now that local kid has been batting in the 9 spot. Step off and throw to second base, but Toomey dives back in time. Yesterday it was Jake Fields DHing and batting 9th, also from Long Beach. Now Valdez gets the nod at catcher and bats 9th tonight. Toomey the runner at second, Smacka at first base as Valdez swings and misses at a fastball. Count now 1-2. Five nothing Dirtbags, another couple runners on base. And a lot of traffic so far for Long Beach State after a night yesterday where they did not have much. Already have 5 hits through 2 2/3, and now Valdez fouls away. Oh no, he didn't catch a piece of it. It's a strikeout on a pitch in the dirt that bounced away. Took a funky hop off of the catcher Gambardella He went to retrieve it and threw to first base in plenty of time. So it's a strikeout for Valdez to end the bottom of the third inning. First 0 that the Dirtbags have put up so far. Third of the way home, it's 5-0 Long Beach State on 22 West Radio. Dirtbags back out on defense. San Jose State coming up to hit. They're facing a 5-0 deficit as we enter the fourth inning. Jake Field still out there for Long Beach State. It's been a very impressive outing for him so far. Entered the game to face the second batter for San Jose State. He's set down all 8 that he's faced so far. 5 punch-outs along the way for the sophomore, Jake Fields. Top of the order for San Jose State. Alex Fernandez steps in. 6 for 6 with a sacrifice fly across the 2 games so far. Singled to lead off the game on the second pitch he saw. He shows bunt on the first pitch, but pulls it back as a fastball misses high. Fernandez batted .361 last year, so not a surprise to see a good series from him so far. 1-0, slider popped out early and missed high. Fernandez was named to the Mountain West preseason all-conference team. So expectation is that he'll be a solid contributor throughout the season. 2-0, taken at the knees, fastball gets Fields on the board in the fourth. Looks like Fernandez turned around towards home plate umpire Troy Hodak and asked if that's the bottom of the zone there. He's shaking his head in approval. 2-1, fastball missed outside. 3-1 count for Alex Fernandez as he's threatening to reach again. Rocco Caballero, the shortstop, on deck. Fields to go out of the windup. Pitch misses low in the dirt. So Fields has the first batter of the game reach against him. A 5-pitch walk for Alex Fernandez to lead off the fourth. Rocco Caballero coming in next. He lined out to center field his first time up. Fernandez down at first base was caught stealing to end the top of the first inning. Fields throws over once, but he dives back safely. Was almost picked off. Fields actually did throw over and get the ball there before he could dive back, but the ruling was that time was still out, so Fernandez stayed alive before he eventually got thrown out trying to steal. Right on right matchup. First pitch to Caballero, a fastball at the knees for strike 1. Nothing Dirtbags in the top of the fourth inning. Only 1 hit so far for San Jose State. That was Fernandez to lead off the game. pick off before the 0-1, and he's back safely. Fernandez now has singled and walked. It's the only 2 base runners for San Jose State so far. Caballero was looking to reach base for the first time this season. Batted in the 2-hole yesterday as well. Went 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts and 2 sacrifices. 1 bunt, 1 sacrifice fly. Pop up within the infield. Fields is calling it off, and he gives way to the first baseman, Perez. He makes the catch. That time the communication looked better than earlier in the game. There was a pop-up in foul territory that 3 dirtbags were right there, but nobody made the catch. This time Perez steps in and takes charge for the first out. Jake McCoy in next. Struck out his first time up on 3 pitches. Fields put him down quickly. Another right-on-right matchup. Fields sets above the belt, and the breaking ball misses down low for ball 1. McCoy had a good start to his season yesterday. He started 0 for 2, a strikeout, and reached on an error his first 2 times up there. But then when he came to the plate in the 5th inning, as Fields throws over late again, the first pitch that McCoy saw at the top of the 5th yesterday left the yard. A hard line drive that just barely stayed to the right side of the foul pole down the left field line. 1-0 pitch from Fields in there for strike 1. Still been a lot of fastballs from Jake Fields. The last one was 91 miles an hour. Again, 22 inches of induced vertical break, which is a measurement to find how well the ball resists the force of gravity, trying to pull it down. Fields throws over, and Fernandez is back again. 22 inches of induced vertical break with a big league baseball would be near the best in the game. That's where you're talking about Alex Vesia sort of numbers of induced vertical break. Easier to do with the college ball. 1-1 fastball just low. Still a good number down here with the college baseball, though. Elevated seams allow for increased movement, but 22 inches of induced vertical break is still quite a bit. Fields throws over a lob to first base, and Fernandez is back again. Just trying to keep him on his toes. 2-1 count to Jake McCoy. 5-0 Dirtbags in the top of the 4th. Man on first with 1 out. Fields comes home. Fastball misses up and away, so he's behind 3-1. Then leadoff walk to Alex Fernandez to begin this 4th frame. This is the first base runner to reach against Jake Fields. McCoy waggling the bat from down below his shoulder and then up above his head. 3-1 pitch comes home, and it's fouled away over the right field grandstands. Count is full to Jake McCoy, the senior left fielder for the Spartans. Got the tight pants all the way down to the ankle. Blue leg guard on the front shin. Payoff pitch from Jake Fields. Lined down the left field line, ranging over. Smacka not going to get there. Bounces once before he cuts it off. Before it gets to the wall, Fernandez is going to go first to third. Here's a throw to second base. McCoy sliding in just ahead of the tag. The Dirtbags made it close. Enright, the cutoff man, was lined up towards third base, but as the throw got there, he pivoted and threw to second. On a bounce, Gasser dug it out, but the throw, or the tag, was just a bit late. So Jake McCoy with a double. Runner at first moves up to third. Now runners on second and third for Vince Gambardella. Still only 1 out. There's a similar look on that swing from McCoy as the homer that he hit yesterday. Just turn and burn on a fastball in the inside corner. Roped it 104 miles an hour off the bat. Vince Gambardella steps in. Right on left matchup for the Spartan catcher. Fields downhill. Fastball that's popped out of play behind home plate. Gambardella's first time up there, he struck out. It was his pop-up in foul territory that the Dirtbags let drop. He eventually struck out on a changeup, diving away from him. 0-1. Fastball, he was way behind it. 92 miles an hour, powered by the catcher. It's 0-2 now to Gambardella. Runners on second and third for the Spartans. Gambardella just trying to get a ball in play. Fields wants a strikeout or a pop-up. 0-2. Fastball missed high, but a good spot from Jake Fields. 93 miles an hour, just barely above the zone. Top of the fourth inning, Dirtbags still ahead 5-0. Couple runners in scoring position with one out for the Spartans. 1-2 pitch from Fields. Fastball fouled straight back. Gambardella stays alive. This is the first jam that Fields has found himself in since entering to face the second batter of the game. One, two. Fouled straight back again, nearly the same exact spot on the netting. Gambardella 0 for 1 with that strikeout so far tonight, but yesterday went 3 for 4 with 2 doubles and 2 walks. Reached 4 times. Got a good chance for him here. Runners on second and third with 1 out. 1-2 pitch from Fields again. Roped foul down the right field line. Took a little off on a slider that time. Gambardella was out ahead. 3 straight 2-strike foul balls for the UNLV transfer. Jake McCoy's double set the stage here. Another 1-2 from Fields. Popped up out of play down the left side this time. This next one will be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Still only a 1-2 count. Fields finding the zone, but Gambardella staying alive. Big lead at second base for McCoy. Dirtbag's not holding him. 1-2 misses high. Went up near the eyes with a fastball that time, trying to get a chase, but Gambardella lays off. The Spartans catcher has started in the cleanup spot both of these first 2 games. Only played in 12 games for UNLV last season. Finds himself in a big role for San Jose State to start the new year. 2-2. Fastball off the outside corner. Gambardella has worked it full. First base is open. JC Osorio-Agard waiting on deck. He's 0 for 1 with the strikeout. Fields comes set above the belt, trying to win the battle. Payoff pitch, missed high. What an at-bat from Vince Gambardella. He'll walk down to first base. A 10-pitch walk for the Spartan catcher. Now the bases are juiced with 1 out, and the Dirtbags will have a mound visit. Walking out there, Abe Alvarez, the newly inducted Dirtbags and Long Beach State Athletics Hall of Famer. New pitching coach for the Dirtbags gives a slow stroll out to talk to his sophomore on the mound. Bases loaded with 1 out in the top of the 4th inning. Dirtbags are ahead 5-0, but now the Spartans threatening to make it a game again. Long Beach State team finished 22-31 overall last year, an even 500 record in Big West play. They finished in a tie for the 6th and final seed for the Big West tournament, lost the tiebreaker to UC San Diego. So the Dirtbags had to watch the Big West tournament from home. Now TJ Bruce in his 2nd season at the helm, hoping to get to play this year all the way into the postseason. Perez, the first baseman for Long Beach State, is pinched in on the grass. Lena at third is back. JC Osorio-Agard in the box, right on right matchup with the bases loaded and 1 out. Fields sets, comes home with a slider tapped out in front of home plate. Fields throws to home, gets 1. The throw to first is in time. It's a 1-2-3 double play. A chopper out in front of home plate that Fields tossed underhand back to the catcher, and Valdez pivoted and threw to first. The Dirtbags get out of a bases-loaded jam on a double play started by the pitcher Fields. We're going to the bottom of the fourth inning, still 5-0 Dirtbags on 22 West Radio. Dirtbags going back to hit after a 1-2-3 double play started by Jake Fields. Gets him out of a jam in the top half of the fourth. Spartans had the bases loaded, but no. Dirtbags go back up to hit with still their lead at 5-0. It's the top of the order coming up for Long Beach State. Trevor Goldenetz takes strike one to begin the fourth inning. Landon Marchetti still out there. Lefty on the mound for the Spartans. Goldenetz showed a bunt, but then pulled it back as a slider missed inside. 1-1 counts begin the bottom of the fourth inning. 5-run lead for the Dirtbags. They left a couple stranded in the third inning. It was the first time they got blanked tonight. Fastball right on the outside corner, called for strike two. Goldenetz 0 for 2 tonight. A line out to center and a strikeout. Curveball now just missed. 72 miles an hour there. Had a lot of bend. Almost came back to the top of the zone, but just stayed up. Two from Marchetti. Fastball lined out towards center field. Cota ranging to his right into the gap, and that'll drop on a bounce. He fields and will hold Goldenetz to one. But it's a base hit for the true freshman, Trevor Goldenetz. His first time being on base tonight, and the Dirtbags have a leadoff man on. That base hit only left the bat at 85 miles an hour. If it was hit any harder, then Cota would have been able to track it down in center field, so it's a good thing for Goldenetz. He's got a lot of speed at first base now, certainly a stolen base threat. He stole one last night in his collegiate debut. Camden Gasser in next. They're the left-on-left matchup. Runner goes, shows bunt, pulls it back. Throw down is high, cut off by the second baseman, rolls before it gets into center field, but it's an easy stolen base for Trevor Goldenetz. Dirtbags now have a man in scoring position with nobody out. The pitch was in for a strike, so Gasser behind 0-1. Second stolen base of the season for Goldenetz. Gasser 0 for 1 tonight. On one pitch, he shows bunt again. Pops it up down the third base line, but it'll get down in foul territory. Osorio Agard couldn't get there in time. Gasser's behind 0-2. Yesterday, when Golden Nets picked up his first career stolen base, he moved up to second base and then tried to steal third as well with 2 outs, got thrown out there to end the inning. Wasn't a great look. Stays put at second for now. 0-2 curveball drops in. It's a called strike 3 as Gasser got frozen. Drops the bat in some dismay. It looks like he disagrees with the call, but it's a 3-pitch strikeout as he walks back to the dugout. Trotter Enright will step in next. Runner still at second base with 1 out. It was the 3rd strikeout for Landon Marchetti since he entered. First pitch to Enright. Checks his swing on a fastball that just missed high. They peel down to third, but the ruling from Jeff Clough is no swing. Enright 1 for 2 so far tonight. That matches his line from yesterday. Singled on a chopper to the right side of the infield his last time up. 1-0. He throws behind Golden Nets at second base. Almost hit him. And the throw wasn't caught cleanly by Caballero. Bounced away a bit, but Golden Nets stays put at second. Left-on-left matchup for Trotter Enright. Dirtbag shortstop in the box with a 5-0 lead for Long Beach State. Fastball in at the knees for strike 1. Enright batted in the 2 spot in the order yesterday. Moves down to the 3 hole tonight. One fastball misses outside. Enright played for the Arroyo Seco Saints over the summer. Part of the California summer ball circuit. Slider misses high to make the count 3-1 now. Enright batted .316 with an .843 OPS, 34 games for the Saints over the summer. They play up at Jackie Robinson Stadium in Westwood, UCLA's home ballpark. 3-1 pitch, lined out towards center field. Cota ranges to his left over towards the gap, and he gets there to make the catch. Golden Nets started halfway, then got back to the bag, but not in enough time to tag. So he'll stay put at second base. Trotter Enright lines out to center field for the second out. Good contact on that ball. Left the bat at 101 miles an hour. But it's the second line out of the game for Enright. Dylan Lena comes up next. Already has driven in a run tonight. It's his first at-bat up there. Roped a ball down the left field line to score 1. Runner at second with 2 outs. 5-0 Dirtbags. Pitch breaking ball that bounces away to the right side. That'll be a free 90 feet for Trevor Golden Nets. He rounds third base aggressively, but Gambardella hustled over onto the warning track in front of the Spartans dugout in time to hold him at third. 1-0 count to Dylan Lena. Now that additional insurance run just 90 feet away for Long Beach State. Golden Nets reached on a single. Now stole second base and then advances to third on a wild pitch. 1-0, curveball bends in for strike 1. Lena went 0 for 4 yesterday. 1 for 2 so far tonight. That RBI double in the first and then a line out to left field. There's a hesitation there. Looks like they called a pitch clock violation against the pitcher Landon Marchetti. So the count's 2-1 here. The next one comes in and is called a strike. Count is 2-2. It was a pitch clock violation for that second ball. And now they're editing the scoreboard. It still shows 1-2. The pitch is fouled back. The home plate umpire, Troy Hodak, stepped out in front of home plate and gave a gesture. It looked like he was calling a pitch clock violation. They put it up on the scoreboard at first, but now reversed that ruling. So it looks like the count is 1-2. That is what Hodak puts up. Count is 1-2. Golden Nets broke early from third. That pitch misses low, but Gambardella blocks it. Now the count's 2-2. Man at third with 2 out. Dirtbags ahead 5-0 in the bottom of the 4th inning. Trying to add another insurance run. Cleanup man. Next one comes in and hits him on the front arm. Dylan Lena tots his bat out in front of home plate. So the 3-2 count, 3-2 offering hits Dylan Lena. First hit by pitch of the game for the Dirtbags. He'll go down to first base. Now runners at the corners. We might have had internet lag there, so not sure if the stream disconnected for a moment. Just update you, Dylan Lena worked the count full, but then just got hit by a pitch. So he's down at first base. The runner, Trevor Goldenetz, remains at third. Runners at the corners with 2 outs. Score still 5-0 in the bottom of the 4th inning for the Dirtbags. Aaron Perez stepping into the box next. Back to a left-on-left matchup for Marchetti on the mound. He ropes, or yanks a pitch down and away for ball 1. Aaron Perez tonight 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts. He did face Marchetti already once. Marchetti got him on a slider down and away. 1-0, line drive into center field. Cota starts in. He's not going to get there. It drops in for a base hit. Aaron Perez with an RBI single, and the Dirtbags extend their lead to 6-0. Trevor Goldenetz in to score. A sharp line drive off the bat of Aaron Perez. The Dirtbags pouring it on here already 6-0 in the 4th inning. 2 outs, and now Matt Toomey comes up. Another 2 runners still on base for Long Beach State. Marchetti sets. First pitch in, a slider that bends in for strike 1. Runners on first and second with 2 out. 6-0 Dirtbags in the bottom of the 4th inning. Matt Toomey 2 for 2 tonight, a triple and a single. Takes the 0-1 fastball at the knees for strike 2. Toomey resets himself outside the batter's box. Have to try and fight now. Left on left matchup. Marchetti has that good slider. 0-2, he throws it, but Toomey taps it foul and went off his front leg. Toomey walks around the home plate circle, holding out that right leg a bit. It was 75, but that one didn't get all the way to the outside corner. Hung over the middle of the plate. Still 0-2 to Matt Toomey. Couple runners on, and a fastball gets by him. Tipped into the glove. It's a strikeout for Toomey to end the inning. But the Dirtbags plate another one. It's 6-0 as they go to the 5th inning on 22 West Radio. Going to the fifth inning, it's 6-0 Long Beach State. They add another in the bottom of the fourth. Jake Fields back out there with plenty of cushion. Brent Cota will lead off the inning. 6, 7, 8 due up for San Jose State. Right on left matchup to open up the top of the fifth inning. Fields working out of the windup. Pitch comes home, and it's popped up down the left side, ranging over Smacka. Lena in foul territory as well. Smacka dives, but he overran it, and it lands in foul territory. He was moving to his right, dove, but it came back and landed to his left. So Smacka misjudged that. Trotter Enright was also in the area. It's definitely the left fielder's ball, though. Smacka just couldn't get there. Second time already tonight that the Spartans have had a ball land in foul territory off their bat. Brent Cota gets new life. Last time that happened, Vincent Gambardella didn't take advantage of his second opportunity. Struck out later in the plate appearance after his pop-up landed behind home plate in foul territory. Cota fouls this one off the glove. Count now 0-2. Cota's first time up there was a fly out to center field. The 0-2 pitch fouled off down the left side, not a play. Cota's a graduate student in his first year with San Jose State. Transferred in from a Division II program at Cal Poly Pomona. Was a two-time CCAA honorable mention there. Batted .350 last year for the Broncos. 0-2, taken outside and got straight through Valdez. Count now 1-2 to Cota. He's a SoCal guy, originally from Rancho Cucamonga. The 1-2 pitch, swung on and missed. A curveball in the dirt. Valdez steps out in front of home plate and throws down to first in time. So Brent Cota is set down on strikes. The sixth punch out of the game for Jake Fields. 1 out and nobody on for the Spartans. Good curveball there from Fields. Got Cota chasing down below the zone. Peyton Rolls stepping in next. Right on right matchup for the Spartans' second baseman. He checks a swing on a breaking ball that just missed, and the appeal is unsuccessful. So it counts 1-0 for Rolls. Next one, a fastball on the inside corner for strike one. It's been a good outing here for Jake Fields in his season debut. The 1-1 pitch, cut on and missed. Another good fastball there at the letters, makes it count 1-2. Fields is through 3 1/3. It's only allowed one hit. Bounces one in. Gonna go to the backstop and make the count 2-2. Make that 4 1/3, not 3 1/3. We're in the fifth inning. 6-0 Long Beach State. 1 out and nobody on for San Jose State. 2-2 pitch from Jake Fields. He checked his swing on a pitch in the dirt, and he went around. It's another strikeout for Jake Fields on a breaking ball down below the zone. 82-mile-an-hour slider there, diving down below the checking bat of Peyton Rolls. Seventh punch out already for Jake Fields. 2 down and nobody on as Anthony Shepler will bat next. The stuff is working for Jake Fields tonight. 7 strikeouts, and it's been working with not only the heater, but also the breaking stuff. Powers a fastball by Anthony Shepler at the top of the zone to start his at-bat. 5 of the strikeouts for Fields have been on secondaries. He paints a fastball on the outside corner for strike 2. 2 of them on fastballs. 0-2 count to Anthony Shepler. He was one of the players set down by a fastball. Struck out his last time up. 0-2. Popped up down the left side, ranging over towards the foul line. Smacka into foul territory, just in front of the warning track. He gets there and makes the catch. Jake Field sets him down in order as we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Halfway home, 6-0 Dirtbags on 22 West Radio. Dirtbags are sending up a pinch hitter to lead off the bottom of the 5th inning. Jake Evans going up to hit for Guion De Castro. Evans was the starting DH yesterday. Now will move into that DH spot, batting in the 7th spot in the order. Right-handed sophomore in the box to face the lefty on the mound. Landon Marchetti misses high for ball 1. Last night, Jake Evans went 0 for 2, got hit by a pitch and struck out once. 1-0 misses high again badly, so Evans is ahead 2-0 straight off the bench. Long Beach native Jake Evans batted .192 as a freshman a season ago. Fouls the 2-0 back into the netting. Was batting in the 9 spot in the opening night lineup yesterday. Now, as Marchetti was coming home, he didn't deliver the pitch. Looked like his footing came down wrong, and he just kept the ball for himself. So it'll be called a pitch clock violation. It's a free ball for Jake Evans. Count 3-1. Marchetti out of the windup. This one gets home, but it's fouled straight back by Evans. Count is now full. Leading off the bottom of the 5th inning, 6-0 Long Beach State. Marchetti's pitch home, a fastball that missed outside. Jake Evans works a full count and then a walk. I'll go down to first base as a leadoff base runner for Long Beach State. Caden Smacka will bat next. He's walked both of his times up there. This is his first game as a dirtbag, transferred in from the College of Southern Nevada. Had an 856 OPS there last season. Jake Evans down at first base. First pitch slider down in the dirt, blocked by Gambardella. Runner will stay put at first, but it's 1-0 to Caden Smacka. Smacka walked up to some "I want it that way." Had some singing along in the crowd. Fastball misses just above the letters. It's a 2-0 count to the redshirt junior Smacka. Man on first, nobody out. 6-0 Dirtbags in the bottom of the fifth inning. Marchetti is beginning his third inning of work. 2-0 slider misses low, so he's in some trouble here. 3-0 count. The man already down at first base. There is action down in the San Jose State bullpen. Waiting on deck is Damon Valdez, the dirtbag catcher. 3-0 fastball, missed outside. It's a 4-pitch walk, the third free pass for Caden Smacka tonight. Dirtbags now with runners at first and second, nobody out. Number 9 hitter Damon Valdez will come up next. TJ Bruce running through a set of signs down from the third base coaching box. And now Gambardella is going to call time and go out to talk to his southpaw on the mound. Damon Valdez 1 for 2 tonight, had a 2 RBI single in the second inning, then struck out in the third. Chased a changeup down in the dirt. And now as Gambardella went out to talk, the coach emerging from the San Jose State dugout. Waiting to see if they're going to make the move now. For now, it looks like it's just a conference. Valdez is a right-handed batter. It is a righty throwing down in the bullpen, and now they're going to make the move. Looks like that Brad Sanfilippo is just trying to give as much time for the righty down there to finish getting loose. They are going to make the pitching change. Landon Marchetti exits after 2+. Both of the runners on base are his responsibility as San Jose State goes to the bullpen. 6-0 Dirtbags, and they're threatening again. Runners on first and second, nobody out. Introduce a new Spartan arm next on 22 West Radio. San Jose State going to a righty out of the bullpen. It's the right-handed senior Luca Staiano coming in. Pitched in 16 games, 5 of them starts for the Spartans last year, a 6.34 ERA. Began his collegiate career back in 2023 at Cal State San Marcos, then pitched for Ventura College in 2024. Now entering his second season with the Spartans. Staiano in, both the runners on base, the responsibility of Landon Marchetti. First pitch, Valdez squares around and bunts it out in front of home plate. Gambardella out to field, and his only play is to first base. It's a successful sacrifice bunt for Damon Valdez. Dirtbags now with runners at second and third and 1 out. That'll bring up the top of the order. Trevor Goldenetz stepping in after the sacrifice bunt. One out as Goldenetz stepped in. 1 for 3 so far tonight. Singled his last time up there. It's a softly hit fly ball into the left center gap. 2-0 count for Trevor Goldenetz. Staiano comes downhill. Changeup misses low again. It's 3-0 to the Dirtbag leadoff man. First base is open. Infield still in all the way across. Let's go Dirtbags chant breaks out. The 3-0 pitch from Staiano misses high. 87-mile-an-hour fastball that was up above the letters. It's a 4-pitch walk for Trevor Goldenetz, second time he's reached tonight. And the Dirtbags now have the bases juiced. The 2-hitter Camden Gasser coming up. Good chance here for Long Beach State. Already ahead 6-0 in the bottom of the 5th inning. Now with the bases loaded. Lucas Staiano, 6'6" on the mound. Comes home with a sinker that misses low. It's 1-0 to Camden Gasser. 5 straight balls thrown by Staiano. The 1-0. Changeup missed low. So Staiano's in some trouble here. 6 straight balls from the right-handed reliever. First pitch he threw was dropped down for a sacrifice bunt, but now the 6 he's thrown since have all missed the zone. Bases loaded, 2-0 count to Camden Gasser. This one bounces in. Another sinker that had to get blocked by Gambardella. Gasser has a 3-0 count, and Staiano has nowhere to put him. Trotter Enright waiting on deck, already with an RBI single tonight. 3-0 to Camden Gasser. He's 0-for-2 with a walk. The 3-0 pitch comes home and catches the outside corner. Fastball at 88 miles an hour, 2-seam. Just did catch the corner. Three-one count, Camden Gasser still way ahead. Middle infield at double play depth, corners in. 3-1 pitch, right down Broadway with a sinker. Count is now full. Solid speed across the bases for Long Beach State. Jake Evans, a runner at third. Caden Smacka at second. Trevor Goldenetz at first. Payoff pitch misses low. A sinker that dives down below the zone. Camden Gasser has his second walk of the game, and that'll force in a run. Dirtbags extend their lead to 7-0, and the bases remain loaded. Every runner advances 90 feet. Will be an RBI credited to Camden Gasser on his bases loaded walk. Trotter Enright coming up next. Bases still juiced. Dirtbags the chance to add even more and really break this game wide open. First pitch to Enright. Fastball that misses far high. So Lucas Staiano struggling with the command right now. Staiano got hit more than he really walked guys last year for San Jose State. Chopper fouled on the right field line. Only issued 3.5 walks per 9 in 38 1/3 innings for the Spartans a season ago. 1-1 count to Trotter Enright. He's 1-for-3 tonight. Infield single brought in a run back in the second inning. 1-1 changeup misses low. Enright's back ahead. All 4 dirtbags to reach in this 5th inning have been via walk. First 2 were issued by Landon Marchetti, and they made a pitching change, and Stoyanos walked a pair. Foul ball out of play down the left field line. Enright reached out to get a sinker off the outside corner. Counts 2-2 for the dirtbag shortstop. 7-0 Long Beach State. Bases loaded with 1 out. Stoyanos sets at the chest. His 2-2 flied foul and out of play down the left field line. It was a changeup that stayed high that time. Enright might have expanded the zone just a bit, but stayed alive. Middle infield still at double play depth. 2-2 changeup missed low. Count is full with Dylan Lena on deck. Nowhere to put Trotter Enright. Last 2 dirtbags have reached via walk. Count now full to Enright. Payoff pitch comes home. It's popped up within the infield. The third baseman, Osorio Agard, is underneath. They call for an infield fly rule. Osorio Agard drops it on purpose, but the dirtbag runners aren't fooled. They stay put. As soon as the infield fly rule is called, it is essentially like the ball has been caught already. That's how they play it. So it's an infield pop out for Trotter Enright. Bases stay loaded with 2 outs now. 1 run is plated in this 5th inning so far for the dirtbags, but San Jose State with a chance to escape with minimal damage. Lena 1 for 2 tonight. First pitch fouled off the knuckles, out of play down the right field line. Lena had an RBI double to open the scoring in the bottom of the 1st inning. Lined out to left field in the 2nd, and then got hit by a pitch just an inning ago. Bases loaded, 2 outs, 7-0 dirtbags. 0-1 pitch misses high. Gambardella had to go way up and full extension of his left arm to stab that one out of the sky. One count for Dylan Lena. Batted .286 last year in his first spring as a dirtbag. 1-1, swung on and missed. A good changeup. Dove down and in. Lena's hoping for a healthier spring this time around. If he can stay on the field, will almost certainly be one of the main offensive producers for this Long Beach State team. 1-2 pitch home, swung on and missed. Tipped into the glove. Another changeup, this time on the outside corner. Gets Lucas Stoyanos out of the jam. 1 run plated for the dirtbags, but they leave them loaded. And we go to the 6th inning, 7-0 Long Beach State on 22 West Radio. Neil Jansen stepping in, the number 9 hitter for San Jose State to lead off the top of the 6th inning. 7-0 Dirtbags. Back out there, Jake Fields works out of the windup and catches the top of the zone with a fastball. And a really quality game for Jake Fields to this point. Entered to face the second batter of the game after the Dirtbag starter, Austin Castillo, exited with an injury only 2 pitches in. Fields has met the assignment, gets a swing and a miss here to make the count 0-2. 7-0 Long Beach State. 9-1-2 due up for San Jose State, the top of the 6th inning. 0-2 pitch, cut on and miss. The slider in the dirt. Valdez has to throw down to first base, but he does so in time. It's a 3-pitch strikeout for Jake Fields to lead off the top of the 6th inning. 8 punch-outs for Jake Fields now since he entered. Again on the breaking ball there. Top of the order comes up now. See if the Dirtbags can finally get an over at bat on the books for Alex Fernandez. He's 1 for 1, a single and a walk so far tonight. Shows bunt, pulls it back as he takes a fastball for strike 1. The only time Fernandez has not reached base safely in these 2 games so far was a sacrifice fly last night. Went 5 for 5 with 5 singles and then led off today with another base hit. 0-1 hit him. So it'll be another time reaching base for Alex Fernandez. An 80-mile-an-hour breaking ball out of the hand of Fields that caught him on the ankle. Fernandez goes down to first base with a free 90 feet, and again, he's reached all 3 times tonight. Rocco Caballero steps in next, man on first with 1 out. Spartans trailing by 7. Caballero has not reached so far. This Fields throws a pickoff over there, but Fernandez gets back standing up. Caballero was 0 for 4 last night. 0 for 2 so far tonight. Line out to center field and a pop out in foul territory down the first base line. First pitch swung on and missed on a slider in the dirt. Valdez with a good job to block it and keep the runner at first base. That slider's gotten plenty of chase from Fields in this outing. Caballero back in the right-handed box. Fields sets above the belt. A 1 pitch comes home and misses low. Fastball that Caballero lays off this time. This has been a huge outing for Jake Fields. The Dirtbag starter having to exit after only 1 batter. This is the kind of game that if another reliever comes out and struggles, can wreck your bullpen for the whole weekend. Misses with another fastball to make it 2-1. Dirtbags have another game tomorrow to finish out this series against San Jose State. Then they'll play again on Tuesday here at home against University of San Diego. There is some rain in the forecast, so that's something to watch for that Tuesday game. 2-1 pitch from Fields. Chopper over to third base. Enright whiffed. It rolls into left field. Fernandez is going to try for third base. A pump fake from Smacka before he tosses it into Enright. That'll be an easy E6, already the 2nd error of the season against Enright. He tried to get around the ground ball before tossing a second, but didn't go ball first. Did not even touch it as it bounced underneath his glove and rolled to left field. Spartans now have runners at the corners with 1 out. Number 3 batter, Jake McCoy, steps in. Spartans 1 swing away from getting this game close again. McCoy already homered yesterday. Tonight he's 1 for 2. Got a double his last time up. First pitch taken at the knees for strike 1. Big spot here for the Spartans to try and get back in this ballgame. Still plenty of time to mount a comeback. Only the top of the 6th inning. 1 out and runners at the corners for San Jose State. Oh, 1. Fly down the left field line. Smacka ranging towards the corner. That'll get foul. Had the distance to leave and gets over the fence, but just drifted to the left side of the foul pole. Similar spot to where McCoy hit his home run yesterday on a similar pitch, too. It was a breaking ball that he roped down there yesterday. He kept it fair. This time it just drifts foul a few feet away from making this a 4-run ball game. Instead, it's 0-2 as McCoy walks back to the home plate circle. Jake Fields with a new baseball, but no damage against him. 0-2 pitch from Fields. Fastball fouled straight back. Good location up at the letters, but McCoy fights it off. Still 0-2 for Jake Fields, trying to put away Jake McCoy. Jake on Jake matchup. Runners at the corners with 1 out. Fields downhill. Fastball misses outside. McCoy still in there with a 1-2 count. Rocco Caballero, the runner at first base. Alex Fernandez at third. Dirtbags double play depth all the way across, except for Perez holding on the runner at first. 1-2. Bounces in there. Nice stop from Valdez as he sprawled to his right, squared up the shoulders, and kept it in front of him. That saved a run. Count is 2-2 now to Jake McCoy. 7-0 Dirtbags. Spartans have only had a real scoring opportunity like this one once tonight. And the bases loaded a couple innings ago. 2-2 pitch, fastball misses high. Jake Fields got out of that jam. The first pitch, ground ball back to him. 1-2-3 double play to keep the Spartans scoreless. Now it's a full count. Runners at first and third, 1 out in the inning. Fields still holding the 7-0 lead for the Dirtbags. Payoff pitch comes home, and it's fouled off down the right field line, right over the Troy and Danielle Tulowitzki batting facility. Watch out for anybody who parked down by Wilson High School down the line that time. 3-2 count. Runners at first and third. Right on right matchup as Fields tries to put away McCoy. Another payoff pitch, fouled off again and out of play. McCoy still fighting. Eight pitch at bat so far. Jake McCoy, the senior, biggest slugger on the Spartans. Plenty of power in his bat. Already showed it with the homer yesterday. Another full count pitch from Fields. Chopped right off his leg. It's another foul ball, and McCoy immediately drops his bat to limp around the home plate circle. Now claps his hands together and goes to grab the bat again. He's got the physical look, the shin guard on the front leg that hopefully for his sake that ball caught a piece of. The full arm guard on the front elbow as well, extending from his bicep all the way down to the forearm. White batting gloves as he waggles the bat on his shoulder. So runners at the corners with 1 out. Another pitch from Fields misses high. What an at-bat from Jake McCoy. He works a 10-pitch walk, and now the bases are loaded for the Spartans. The same situation that a couple of innings ago Fields was able to get out. It was in the fourth that he rolled a 1-2-3 double play to escape a jam. Now it's bases loaded with 1 out. Dirtbags have a full mound visit come together with just the infielders and catcher. Their pitching coach Abe Alvarez staying in the dugout. This is just a mound visit orchestrated by the Dirtbag fielders. The Spartans also have a huddle of their own as all the base coaches and runners get together in front of the first base dugout to talk. Both teams getting plenty of time on this conference here. Be bases loaded with 1 out. Dirtbags ahead 7-0 in the top of the 6th inning. Good chance here for the Spartans to try and get back into the game. Coming up to the plate will be Vincent Gambardella. San Jose State catcher 0 for 1 tonight. Struck out in the 2nd inning and then walked in the 4th. Had a great game yesterday, though. 3 hits and 4 trips for at-bats. 6 official plate appearances as he also walked twice. 2 of his 3 hits were for extra bases, couple of doubles. Now, Brad Sanfilippo, the head coach for the Spartans, has walked out of the dugout to have a chat with Troy Hodak. Looks like we might get a pinch hitter coming up here. The cleanup spot in the order, I believe, emerging from the dugout, that's Roan Klein. Klein was in the starting lineup yesterday for the Spartans. It is Roan Klein. It's going to be sent up in place of Vincent Gambardella. Klein going up with the bases loaded. Brad Sanfilippo going to his bench to try and take advantage of the opportunity. Bases juiced with 1 out, right on left matchup. Roan Klein was 0 for 4 with a walk and a strikeout yesterday. First pitch from Fields, down low. Fastball misses for ball 1. Roan Klein, first-year Spartan, transferred in from Utah. Only played 2 games there last year as a freshman. 1-0 pitch to Klein, chopped foul back behind home plate and towards the on-deck circle. It's a 1-1 count to the pinch hitter, Roan Klein. He was the DH yesterday, pinch hitting for Gambardella, the catcher, so we'll see how the Spartans manage the defense. For now, they're focused on the offensive side of things, trying to get onto the board. Bases loaded, 1 out. 1-1 count. Fields comes home with a fastball that misses high, and it tips off of Valdez's glove and goes to the backstop. That'll plate the first run of the game. Alex Fernandez comes in to score. All 3 runners advance 90 feet. Count will be 2-1 to Roan Klein, with runners now at second and third, and a 7-1 ball game. Wild pitch brings home a run. Two 2-1 count. Roan Klein steps back in and takes another one for ball 3. First base is open now after, looks like they actually ruled it a pass ball. The pitch was up high. Valdez had to stand up out of his squat, but couldn't get up to it in time. So it's an unearned run against Jake Field's line, at least for now. Field steps off the back of the mound. Now he's ready, sets again. It's a 3-1 pitch. In there at the knees for strike 2. Klein tossed his bat all the way back to the dugout and started to take off his leg guard. He'll have to come back and continue the at-bat. Fastball right at the knees. Klein now getting a moment from home plate umpire Troy Hodak to reset himself. Second and third with 1 out, 7-1. Dirtbags lead. Spartans have already plated 1 in the top of the 6th inning. Klein taking his time. Now steps back into the box as Fields spikes the rosin bag behind the mound. Full count. Fields come home with the payoff pitch. It's popped up down the left field line. Smacka ranging in, now settles underneath, makes the catch. He's going to throw home, but it's caught off. That'll be a sacrifice fly. Rocco Caballero comes in to score. Roan Klein plates another run for the Spartans. The runner at second base, McCoy, stays put. It's going to be a man on second with 2 outs now, and the score is 7-2. The sac fly to left field. JC Osorio-Agard comes in now. Still a runner in scoring position, and now the Dirtbags will be making a move. That'll be it for Jake Fields. Abe Alvarez walks out to the mound and gives the gesture towards that Dirtbags bullpen down the left field line. So Jake Fields has his night end on a sacrifice fly. Dirtbags go to a new arm with 2 outs and a man on second base. Introduce the new pitcher next on 22 West Radio. Dirtbags are going to Tyler Gebb out of the bullpen. Was one of the main used relievers last season for Long Beach State. Pitched in 28 games in his first year as a Dirtbag. Totaled a 7.54 ERA. Had some tough blow-up outings near the end of the year that spiked those numbers. But for much of the season, especially in the early part, was fairly reliable for TJ Bruce. He's coming in here with a man on second base and 2 outs. Spartans have plated 2 so far in the inning. JC Osorio-Agard steps into the box, right on right matchup. A man at second and 2 down. Gebb's first pitch, a cutter that misses high for ball 1. Osorio-Agard 0 for 2 tonight. Struck out in the second inning and then grounded into a 1-2-3 double play in the 4th. 7-2 Dirtbags. Gebb downhill with a fastball, and he gets a swing and a miss at the top of the zone. Had that one in at 90 miles an hour. Gebb started at UC Riverside as a freshman in 2024. Now a junior, pitching in his second year for the Dirtbags. 1-1 swung on and missed. Another fastball at the top of the zone. Gebb's ahead 1-2. That one powered in at 91 miles an hour with 23 inches of induced vertical break. Good carry on the heater from the junior righty. 1-2 pitch, another fastball missed high. Osorio-Agard able to lay off this time. Jake McCoy, the runner out at second base. Decent speed from the left fielder of the Spartans. 2-2 pitch, slider roped foul down the left field line all the way into the Dirtbags bullpen. The slider that time that hung right over the middle of the plate. Gebb is lucky that one didn't get put in play. Not the 2-2 slider that he was looking for. Now he backpicks to second base, but the throw was a little bit off. McCoy was back standing up, and Gasser had to sprawl his glove out to his left to corral it. 2-2 count for JC Osorio-Agard. Tyler Gebb trying to end the inning here. Slider, better location this time, but it's popped out of play down the right field line. Two-two count for Tyler Gebb. Another pitch comes home. Fastball chopped on the ground through the left side. Couple of diving infielders, and it gets into left field. Here's a throw from Smacka. It's going to be cut off. McCoy scores standing up, an RBI single for JC Osorio-Agard with 2 outs. Makes it a 3-spot for the Spartans. They've cut the lead down to 4. There's a chopped ground ball right through the left side of the infield. Lena dove to his left, Enright dove to his right, but neither of them could knock it down. Didn't have enough speed behind it for Smacka to have a real chance to throw the runner out at home plate. Next one roped down the right field line and foul. Brent Coda in the box for San Jose State. Coda 0 for 2, a fly out to center field, and a strikeout his last time up. 3 runs plated by the Spartans so far in this top of the 6th inning. They've got a man at first with 2 outs. A 1 count to the left-handed hitting center fielder, Brent Coda. Gebb's pitch, a fastball in there for strike 2. Coda's now in an 0-2 hole. Tyler Gebb pitching in relief. This is the second batter that he's faced. That last run that scored gets credited to Jake Field's line. 0-2 misses in the dirt, but it's blocked by Valdez. Runner stays put, and the count's now 1-2. That last one means we can officially close the book on Jake Fields. Went 5 2/3, 2 hits, 3 runs, 2 of them earned, 3 walks, and 8 strikeouts. Through 86 pitches, 54 of them for strikes. Good season debut for the sophomore. 1-2, bounces in again, but Valdez with a nice block, keeps it at his feet. Fields' line looked a lot better than that for much of this outing. The 6th inning got away from him, though. Two count to Brent Coda. 2 outs and a runner at first base. Gebb downhill. It's popped up and out of play towards the dirtbag bullpen down the left field line. It'll get in there again. JC Osorio-Agard at first base after his RBI single. It's the only hit of the inning so far for the Spartans. There's a hit by pitch, an error, and a walk, and it allowed the 3 runners that have scored to reach. Tyler Gebb wasn't hearing the sign. Has his glove cupped up to his ear to try and hear the pitch con, but had to step off the back of the rubber before a pitch clock violation. Now he's back on and got the call. 2-2 count. Still a runner down at first. Fastball popped up, back behind home plate, and that'll get out of play. The count stays where it is. Brent Coda making his San Jose State debut in this game tonight. Was on the bench yesterday, but now the Cal Poly Pomona transfer digs back into the left-handed box. And the 2-2 from Gebb. Slider roped down the right field line and fair. That'll bounce into the corner. Let's see how fast JC Osorio-Agard can run. He gets the stop sign. The Dirtbags with a good relay starting with Toomey in the right field corner. He was able to get to it before it bounced all the way to the right field wall. Got the ball back in to Gasser, the relay man. It's a double, though, for Brent Coda. Runners now at 2nd and 3rd. Coming up next is Peyton Rolls. San Jose State continuing to threat here in the 6th inning. Peyton Rolls stepping in 0 for 2 tonight, a pair of strikeouts. Chance to redeem himself with the runners at 2nd and 3rd with 2 out. Both batters Tyler Gebb has faced have hits. First pitch chopped foul back behind home plate. A 1 count for Peyton Rolls. Runners at 2nd and 3rd, 7-3 Dirtbags, and a fastball misses high. So 1-1 count. The freshman Peyton Rolls in the box, batted .469 as a senior at Benicia High School last year. 1-1 pitch, a slider that bends in for strike 2. Good location on the outside corner. Throws, rolls. Gebb now a strike away from escaping without further damage. The 1-2, fastball missed up and away. Gebb towing the rubber again. Looking for his best pitch right here. The 2-2. Slider swung on and missed. Got it onto the outside corner and rolls, swings right through it. San Jose State leaves 2 stranded, but they plate their first 3 runs of the game going to the bottom of the 6th inning. It's 7-3 Dirtbags. We'll try and get some insurance back on 22 West Radio. Long Beach State coming up to bat in the bottom of the 6th inning. It's a familiar face going in to catch for San Jose State. Back there is Dylan Jackson, the transfer from Long Beach State. First pitch roped into right field. That'll get down in front of Fernandez for a base hit. Aaron Perez with a leadoff single to begin the bottom of the 6th inning. It's still Lucas Tayano out there on the mound for San Jose State. It was a changeup at 79 that got roped at 91 miles an hour into right field. Matt Toomey coming up next for Long Beach State with the leadoff man on first base. Toomey digs into the left-handed batter's box, and now there's action down in the bullpen, and it looks like we might get a move. Brad Sanfilippo walking out to the mound. They all come together. For now, it's just a conference. Dirtbags have a runner at first with nobody out. 7-3 Long Beach State lead here in the 6th inning. Does look like that they're going to keep Staiano in the game at this point. Home plate umpire Troy Hodak walks out to the mound now to break up the conference, and they're going to go to the bullpen after all. The signal given by Brad Sanfilippo after only 1 pitch thrown in the bottom of the 6th inning by Lucas Tayano. San Jose State goes to the bullpen. Dirtbags with a man on first and nobody out will introduce the new Spartan arm next on 22 West Radio. The new reliever in the game for San Jose State is a right-handed senior, Kyler Bacosa, coming in to make his Spartans debut. Pitched the last 3 springs at Redlands. Last year appeared in 13 games, an 8.37 ERA. Gets the call here out of the bullpen to face the left-handed hitting Matt Toomey. Dirtbags with the leadoff man on base. First pitch of the inning, Aaron Perez hit into right field for a single. So he's down at first base. Matt Toomey steps in. Third baseman pulled in front of the bag as Toomey takes one outside for ball 1. Toomey's 2 for 3 tonight. A triple, a single, and a strikeout on his line. Next one roped into left field on a dive. The catch is made by McCoy. He made a great play out there last night as well. And now it's another great diving catch by Jake McCoy. Saved extra bases. Hard hit ball off the bat of Matt Toomey. 101 mile an hour exit velocity. But McCoy with a web gem in left field. That'll bring up Jake Evans with the runner still at first base and 1 out for the Dirtbags. Evans digs into the right-handed box. First pitch chopped foul back towards the on-deck circle. Evans pinch hit in the 5th inning. Walked. It is only a time up there tonight. Perez the runner at first base. Bacosa fires a slider that's cued off the end of the bat over towards the Spartans dugout. Count now 0-2 to Jake Evans. Once again, Dylan Jackson, the catcher for San Jose State. Long Beach State transfer. Was the 3rd catcher on the roster last year behind Connor Stewart and Efren Ortega. 0-2, slider missed way outside. More of a sweeper from Bacosa. And had 18.5 inches of glove side sweep. The 1-2 pitch, slider down in the dirt, blocked by Jackson. So the runner stays at first, but now it's a 2-2 count to Evans. Perez off of first base, led off the inning with a single. 7-3 Dirtbags in the bottom of the 6th inning. 1 out and a man on first. 2-2 pitch comes home. It's lined up the middle and through. A base hit for Jake Evans. Perez had to watch it through, so he'll stay put at second base. Hard hit ball from Evans, 96 off the bat. He's got his first hit of the young season. Gonna bring up Caden Smacka next. He's walked all 3 times to the plate tonight. See if San Jose State can make him swing the bat this time. For Evans, it's the 2nd hit of the inning for the Dirtbags so far. Runners at first and second with 1 out. There's a 3 spot in the top half of the inning for the Spartans. Dirtbags trying to answer. They still lead by 4. First pitch to Smacka right on the outside corner. Close call for strike 1. A 1 pitch, flied out into left field. McCoy ranges over towards the line, but he's camped underneath it and makes the catch. Runners will retreat to second and first. Caden Smacka flies out to left. Now 2 outs in the inning. We'll bring up the 9 spot in the Dirtbag order. Damon Valdez coming up. Valdez 1 for 2 tonight with a sacrifice bunt. Had a 2 RBI single back in the 2nd inning. Right on right matchup. Picosa sets, looks back to second, now comes home a slider that's fouled off down the right field line. Some ooze disappointment from the crowd as that ball carried out over the grandstands. 0-1 count to Damon Valdez, runners at first and second, 2 outs in the inning. Hometown kid, true freshman catcher, swings and fouls another one off down the right field line. Line drive this time. Counts 0-2. Couple runners on for the Dirtbags. They've stranded 7 across the last 3 innings. 0-2 slider missed outside. Dirtbags led at the end of the 5th, 7-0. Barton scored 3 in the top half of the 6th to get back close. At least make it a game. 7-3 Long Beach State at this point. 2 outs and 2 runners on in the bottom of the 6th. Picosa comes home with another slider that missed in the dirt. Jackson blocks it out in front of home plate. Perez at second base thought about moving up, but he retreats back to second. Counts 2-2 to Damon Valdez. Deuces wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and 2 runners on. The runner at second base is the responsibility of Lucas Staiano. Evans at first. Goes to Bacoa's line. Chopper on the ground over towards shortstop. Caballero fields his throw on the run over to first base in the dirt, but scooped out by Shepler. That'll put an end to the inning. A nice play by the shortstop Caballero. We're going to the 7th as the Dirtbags leave a pair stranded. 7-3 Long Beach State on 22 West Radio. Dirtbags make a couple of changes entering the top of the 7th. Hogan Shelby is in to pitch. Right-handed redshirt sophomore works out of the windup. First pitch taken outside for ball 1 to Anthony Shepler. He also made a sub in left field. Reed Montgomery into the game. He replaces Caden Smacka. Line drive down the right field line, but foul. So Shepler is now even 1-1. Hogan Shelby transfers to the Dirtbags from San Jacinto North College. So 1-1 count as Shepler stepped out of the box. 1-1 pitch, tapped on the ground, right back to the mound. Shelby fields cleanly, ran over to first a bit before tossing underhand to the bag. It's the first out of the inning on a 1-3 ground out. Neil Jansen comes up next for San Jose State, the DH and number 9 hitter. 7-3 Dirtbags in the top of the 7th inning. 1 out, nobody on. Neil Jansen 0 for 2 so far tonight. Pop out and a strikeout. He pops the first one out of play down the right side. Next one taken for a strike. So the count's 0-2 to Jansen. The senior making his first start of the season tonight. Played 44 games last year for the Spartans. A 784 OPS. Down in the 9 hole for this one, though. 0-2 pitch, a slider. He checked his swing, and he went around. It's a 3-pitch strikeout for Hogan Shelby. His first punch out in a Dirtbags uniform. 2 down, nobody on now for the Spartans. Good slider off the outside corner that time to record the second out. That'll bring up Alex Fernandez. He's reached all 3 times tonight. A single in the first, a walk in the 4th, and a hit by pitch in the 6th. Came around to score last inning. 7-3 Dirtbags. 0-2, or the 2-out first pitch is missing low. 1-0 count to Alex Fernandez. 2 down, nobody on. Pitch taken down the middle for a strike as he showed bunt. Hogan Shelby pitched this summer in the MLB Draft League. Appeared in 4 games for the Frederick Keys. Got hit around a bit. 6 innings and a 15 ERA. Next pitch taken by Fernandez outside for ball 2. Before that, Shelby pitched for the Minot Hot Tots of the Northwoods League. 6 games and a 10.45 ERA the summer of 20. That was actually earlier in the same summer. He pitched for Minot and then he pitched in the MLB Draft League. Fernandez checked his swing and fouled one back to the backstop. Counts 2-2. 2 down and nobody on base. Pitch from Shelby. Floats in there and it's taken for strike 3. First time Fernandez has been set down without a productive out in these 2 games. It's a strikeout looking on a changeup that floated in there. Second punch out in a row for Shelby as he puts the Spartans down in order. The fans at Blair Field now will stretch with a 7-3 Dirtbags lead on 22 West Radio. Top of the order coming up for the Dirtbags in the bottom of the 7th inning. As your reminder, I'm Bruce Kuntz. You're listening to Long Beach State Dirtbags Baseball on 22 West Radio, broadcasting live at 88.1 FM KKJZ HD3 Long Beach. Trevor Goldenet's in the box as he takes one outside right on the corner for strike one. Goldenet's tonight 1 for 3 with a walk. Oh, 1 missed outside, dove away. So Kyler Bacosa out there for San Jose State. Entering his second inning of work. 1-1, shows bunt, pulls back as it misses outside. Goldenets singled back in the 4th inning, stole a base, and then eventually came around to score. Bacosa downhill, taken right down the middle for strike 2. Count even 2-2. Goldenets still in the low cut stirrups, rocking some long sleeves on a fairly chilly night at Blair Field. Valentine's Day. 2-2 taken down low, count now full. Bacosa towing the rubber, ready to come home with the payoff pitch. Leading off the bottom of the 7th inning, full count offering comes home. It's chopped on the ground to third base. Osorio Agard fields as he moves into foul territory. His throw across is in the air, but jumping up to get it, Shepler catches and then tags out Goldenets. It's a heck of a play on both ends of that 5-3 ground out. Osorio Agard had to jump up in the air to field the chopper, and then from the wrong side of the third base bag, throws across the diamond. Shepler makes a good play himself, jumping up and then tagging the runner. It's a 5-3 put out, put a star next to that one. Camden Gasser comes up next with 1 out and nobody on base. First pitch taken up and away. Gasser's already walked twice tonight. That patience is his calling card. (1-0). Taken just low for ball 2. Mentioned at the top of the broadcast, Camden Gasser in his first season with Purdue, which was the spring of 2024, totaled a .507 on base percentage, led the Big Ten in walks. It's the production that he's hoping to get back to now in his first season as a Dirtbag. 2-0 taken low. It's a 3-0 count to the Dirtbag second baseman. Kyler Bacosa trying to get back in the zone. Bottom of the 7th inning, 7-3 Dirtbags. 1 out, nobody on. Shows bunt, pulls it back, and it misses high. 4-pitch walk for Camden Gasser, his third free pass of the night. He also had 2 walks yesterday, so it's already a walk-heavy opening weekend for Camden Gasser. Trotter Enright will come up to bat now. Dirtbag shortstop 1 for 4 so far tonight. Singled to bring in a run, was a chopper in the infield that he beat out back in the 2nd inning. Couple of lineouts and a pop-up to complete his line. Enright batting in the 3 spot of the order tonight. Runner gone from first base. He takes on the outside corner for a strike. The throw down, not in time. It was close there, but Gasser slid in and the throw was not held onto by Caballero. Might have hit the glove and it popped out. So it's a stolen base for Gasser. His first of the night. 0-1 count to Trotter Enright. Was a fastball on the outside corner for strike 1. Bacosa sets at the belt. Pitch home, a breaking ball that misses inside. Dirtbag still ahead by 4. 1 out and a man on second in the bottom of the 7th inning. Dirtbags opened the game with 7 unanswered runs. Spartans responded with a 3 spot in the top of the 6th inning. 1-1 taken right on the outside corner for strike 2. Enright's a hitter who operates with similar patience to Camden Gasser. Posted a .656 OPS in his first spring with the Dirtbags last year. 1-2. Chopper on the ground towards shortstop. Caballero fielding. Throws to third, but it's not in time. The tag just a hair late as Gasser was running, tried to get in the way of the ground ball to block the sight line. Caballero then tried to throw him out at third base. Was a bang play over there, but a head first dive just ahead of the tag. Gets Enright on first base. We'll see if it's ruled a fielder's choice or a base hit. Either way, it's runners at the corners now with 1 out for Dylan Lena. They are going to call it an infield hit, second of the game for Trotter Enright. Dylan Lena at the plate. First pitch with runners at the corners, misses up and away. Lena's 1 for 3 tonight, has reached twice, an RBI double in the first inning, and a hit by pitch in the 4th. One out count for Dylan Lena, runners at the corners. Fly ball out into right field, medium depth. Fernandez camped underneath. He makes the catch, and the throw will come into second base. It's a sacrifice fly for Dylan Lena. Camden Gasser comes in to score, and the Dirtbags extend their lead back to 5. It's 8-3 Long Beach State. Dylan Lena gets the job done. Trotter Enright stayed put at first base, so now 2 outs and a man down at first. The 8th run of the ball game for Long Beach State. A good response tonight after they got blanked yesterday to begin the season. Swing and a miss for Aaron Perez to begin his at-bat. Perez has singled each of his last 2 trips to the plate. 2 for 4 overall tonight. Enright with a conservative lead down at first base. A 1 pitch comes home. It's flied out of play down the left field line. Count now 0-2 to the Dirtbags first baseman. Perez transferred in from Utah Tech. Struck out his first 2 times at the plate tonight before singling his last 2. 4th inning singled to center, 6th inning singled to right. Oh, 2 pitch from Bacosa. Swung on and missed. Got a fastball by him, and it's a 3-pitch strikeout. Nonetheless, the Dirtbags add 1 more as we go to the 8th inning. It's 8-3 Long Beach State on 22 West Radio. San Jose State coming back up to bat in the top of the 8th inning. They've got 2, 3, 4 due up, starting with Rocco Caballero. It's still Hogan Shelby on the mound for Long Beach State. Caballero digs into the right-handed box. First pitch chopped on the ground over towards Enright. He fields, throws on the run to first base in plenty of time. So first pitch, 6-3 ground out for Caballero. 1 down and nobody on for the Spartans. Gonna bring up Jake McCoy next. A good start to the outing for Hogan Shelby. He's retired the first 4 batters that he's faced out of the bullpen. McCoy 1 for 2 with a walk. Takes the first pitch off the outside corner for ball 1. Shelby out of the windup, and he misses outside again. 2-0 to the number 3 hitter in the San Jose State lineup. Shelby working quick back on the rubber. Misses again with a slider. So after he got Caballero on the first pitch, now he's fallen behind 3-0 to McCoy. Next one in there at the knees. Fastball. Get me over for strike 1. Shelby works again, and it's taken on the outside corner for strike 2. Count now full for Jake McCoy. Already an extra base hit tonight, but he swings and misses at this one. A perfectly executed slider on the outside corner sets down McCoy. Hogan Shelby comes back from a 3-0 count to strike out the number 3 hitter for San Jose State. It's the second punch out for Shelby since he came in out of the bullpen, both of them on that slider. Dylan Jackson will come in next, the Long Beach State transfer. Played here last year as a backup catcher and first baseman. Appeared in both those spots a few times. Right on the right matchup, Jackson waggles the bat above his head and takes a fastball for strike 1. Shelby gets the call. Now the 0-1 pitch comes home. It's a fastball that misses up and away. Jackson last year appeared in 8 games for Long Beach State, only 15 plate appearances. .333 on base, but came up hitless in 10 at-bats. The 1-1 fouled straight back. Good looking swing from Jackson, but couldn't keep it fair. Ron Klein pinch hit in this spot in the order for the starting catcher, Gambardella, back in the 6th inning. Jackson entered on defense in the bottom half. Here's a fly ball down the left field line. That'll get foul. Not quite enough distance for a homer, but well hit nonetheless right into the dirtbag bullpen. One-two count still for Dylan Jackson. 2 down and nobody on. 8-3 dirtbags in the top of the 8th inning. Fly ball out of play down the right side. Got fooled by a slider there, but poked the bat out and caught enough to stay alive. Five-run lead for Long Beach State. Another 1-2. Down just low. Tried to freeze him there, but Jackson wasn't fooled. Now a slider gets him to chase off the outside corner, and it's caught in the air by Valdez. It's the 3rd punch out, all on the slider for Hogan Shelby. He sets the Spartans down in order again. Going to the bottom of the 8th inning, it's still 8-3 Dirtbags on 22 West Radio. Matt Toomey digging in to lead off the bottom of the 8th inning. It's 8-3 Long Beach State. Their final chance to add some insurance before we go to the 9th. For the Dirtbags, it's 6, 7, and 8 due up in the order. Matt Toomey digs in 2 for 4 tonight, triple and a single on his line. First pitch comes home and misses outside. 1-0 the count to Matt Toomey. The sophomore got a lot of playing time last year as a true freshman for Long Beach State, mostly in left field. Now started in right field each of these first 2 games. Next pitch misses outside again. Kyler Bacosa still on the mound for San Jose State. In his 3rd inning of work now. 2-0 pitch, changeup misses outside, and Toomey's ahead 3-0. Dirtbags scored the first 7 runs of this game. The Spartans answered with a 3 spot in the top of the 6th inning. Dirtbags added 1 more insurance run in the bottom of the 7th. And this one's up and in again. It's a 4-pitch walk for Matt Toomey, and the Dirtbags have yet another leadoff man on base. Toomey's 3rd time reaching tonight. Jake Evans will come up next. Didn't get the start tonight, but pinch hit back in the 5th inning. Since he entered 1 for 1 with a single and a walk. Long Beach native Jake Evans in the right-handed batter's box. Bacosa comes down with the slider that's chopped foul down towards the Dirtbag dugout, the 3rd base line. Matt Toomey with good speed down at first base. Stole north of 20 bags in the 60-plus game summer ball season. A 1 pitch, slider that missed low, so Evans evens up the count. 1-1. Long Beach State fell just shy of the conference tournament last season. Finished in a tie for the 6th seed. Swing and a miss here from Evans on a better located slider. They were 15-15 in conference play. Came all the way down to the wire, where the Dirtbags needed a couple of tiebreaker scenarios to go their way that just fell short. They had to win a few games there at the end to make it close. 1-2, ground ball through the left side, past a diving Osorio Agard and into left field. Going first to third is Matt Toomey. It's the 2nd base hit of the game for Jake Evans, and the Dirtbags will have runners at the corners. Reed Montgomery will come up next for his first plate appearance. Entered defensively in the 7th inning. For Jake Evans, that ball came off the bat at 98 miles an hour. Hard hit single. It was a good job by McCoy to get over there and corral it before Evans could extend that into a double. Now here's Reed Montgomery, left-handed hitting outfielder in the box. This is about a 54-foot breaking ball that bounces in, and Evans with a good job to read it and get to second base. Jackson blocked the ball out in front of home plate. So Evans advances to second. Toomey stays put at third. 1-0 count for Reed Montgomery. Now runners at second and third for the Dirtbags, and the infield comes in all the way across for San Jose State. Picosa sets, comes home, line drive through into center field. It's a base hit for Montgomery. 1 run is in, and here comes Jake Evans. A 2-run single for Reed Montgomery in his first at-bat of the year. The Dirtbags extend their lead to 10-3. Turned around a fastball at 108 miles an hour. Reed Montgomery is known as one of the strongest guys on this roster. Showed off the strength right there as he connected on a barrel. Ball screamed right through the infield. No chance for Caballero at shortstop as he was pulled in to get to it. So Reed Montgomery with a 2 RBI single extends the Dirtbag lead. Now they lead by 7. Some big insurance at the bottom of the 8th inning. Damon Valdez, or no, excuse me. Yeah, it is Damon Valdez in the box. He takes ball 1 outside. The true freshman catcher tonight, 1 for 3 plus a sacrifice bunt. 2 runs driven in on the 1 hit that he has. 1-0 pitch popped up. It's within the infield, rolls, ranges just a bit back onto the grass, calls it off and makes the catch. Reed Montgomery stays put at first base. The pop out for Valdez makes him 1 for 4. That'll bring up the top of the order for the Dirtbags. 1 out now in the inning, runner at first base. Trevor Goldenet's coming up next. True freshman has reached twice tonight, a single and a walk. After the single, he stole a bag and then came around to score. First pitch taken outside for ball 1. Goldenet's with a lot of speed. True freshman has gotten the start in center field both of the first 2 games. (1-0) fastball taken on the inside corner for a strike. Goldenet's a guy that's going to factor in quite a bit to this Dirtbags team, even as a true freshman. Be one of the key players throughout this season. 1-1 swung on and missed. Fastball up and away. Might have chased it a bit. Count 1-2. Reed Montgomery at first base with 1 out. Montgomery has good wheels. Was used as a defensive replacement throughout last year. That's how he entered this game, but in his first plate appearance up there, 2 RBI single. 1-2 pitch taken off the outside corner. Well-located changeup there from Picosa. Got a point out to the mound from his catcher, Jackson. (2-2) from Picosa. Fouled straight back. Fastball up at the top of the zone. Goldenet's just got a piece of it. See if Reed Montgomery thinks about moving at all. Redshirt sophomore, 1 stolen base last year. Appeared in 34 games, only 57 plate appearances, as a lot of those were coming off the bench. Goldenet's takes a fastball over the plate. He's rung up for strike 3 on a fastball. the second strikeout for Bacosa since he entered. Montgomery still down at first base, 2 outs in the inning now. Camden Gasser comes up. He's walked 3 times tonight, showing off the patience that made him an on-base threat at Purdue. Started his collegiate career at Michigan. Takes strike 1 here. So he was all Big Ten before now transferring to the Big West. Senior playing his first season with Long Beach State. Montgomery with a healthy lead at first base. Stays put on the 0-1 as it misses outside. One count for Camden Gasser. He's 0 for 2, aside from the 3 walks. A ground out and a strikeout. Fastball taken at the letters for strike 2. 10-3 Dirtbags. They've added a couple of runs of insurance here in the bottom of the 8th. The 1-2 pitch, missed inside. Gasser rolled with it, almost hit him, but just did miss and get to the glove of Jackson. We'll see if the Dirtbags keep rolling with Hogan Shelby. Looks like there is someone up and throwing in the Dirtbag bullpen. Two-two pitch, fastball that missed way outside. It's a full count now. Montgomery will get a head start from first base. Runner on first. Full count, 2 outs, and so the first baseman Shepler will not hold on Montgomery over there. He backs up to normal depth. Payoff pitch comes home. Montgomery goes, and it misses high. It's the 4th walk of the game for Camden Gasser. Those are the 4 times that he's reached. Also walked twice yesterday, so Gasser is just a walk machine to open up the 2026 campaign. And that extends the inning for Trotter Enright to go up. 2 runners on base and 2 out in the inning. Enright steps in, but before he has a chance to hit, the mound visit for San Jose State. They've had action going in the bullpen. Brad Sanfilippo giving a slow walk out there. I haven't seen an indicator towards the bullpen yet. Enright's patiently waiting at the home plate circle, and now that indicator will be given. They're making a pitching change with 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th inning. 10-3 Dirtbags. They've got 2 more on, and Trotter Enright coming up to the plate. We'll be right back on 22 West Radio. Cade Cushing coming out of the bullpen for San Jose State, entering his 4th spring as a Spartan. Last year pitched in 12 games, 6 of them starts, 6.48 ERA. So Brad Sanfilippo turns to Cushing here, the senior, to try and get out of this jam without any further damage. Dirtbags have already scored 2 in the 8th inning to extend their lead to 7. Trotter Enright will come up, left-handed hitting shortstop for the Dirtbags to face the righty on the mound. First and second, runners on base for Long Beach State with 2 outs in the inning. Enright so far tonight with a pair of hits, both of them within the infield. First one is the chopper to the right side, fielded by the first baseman. He beat out the throw, and then the second time was a chopper to shortstop that the throw went to third base, but they gave him a hit because would have been at least a strong possibility that Enright would have beat the throw across if that was the decision Caballero made. First pitch in to Enright, taken at the letters for a strike. A couple of lineouts and a pop out. The other 3 at bats for Enright tonight, 2 for 5. 0-1 pitch, fastball that missed outside. Cushing has a fairly over-the-top arm slot delivery. Still some chance in the Dirtbag crowd. Even with the 7-run lead, they are not satisfied. 1-1 pitch, breaking ball that floated up above the zone. Enright was 1 for 2 with a double and a pair of walks yesterday. 2 hits tonight. Solid first 2 games for the Dirtbag shortstop. Has committed a pair of errors on defense, though, between the 2 games. Hard ground ball over to second base. It's booted by Rolls. Reed Montgomery will stay put at third base. It'll be E4 on the second baseman, Rolls. It allows Trotter Enright to reach, and the Dirtbags now have the bases loaded with Dylan Lena coming up. Lena, the cleanup man for Long Beach State. He's reached twice tonight, an RBI double in the first inning and a hit by pitch in the 4th. Has been retired 3 times. The last one was a sacrifice fly. First pitch missed down and away. Jackson had to sprawl out to block it. Actually pick it on the backhand. But Lena sac fly last time up to go with the double in the first. Has driven in 2 tonight, 2 for 4 on his line. Right on right matchup, 1-0 count. Lena in a crouch in the batting stance. 1-0, line drive out into left field. That's going to dive to the ground. McCoy fields it on a hop. 1 run is in. Here comes the second on a slide without a throw. It's a 2 RBI single for Dylan Lena. The Dirtbags extend their lead to 12-3. This one's getting away from San Jose State. It's a 9-run lead for the Dirtbags on the second RBI hit for Dylan Lena. He's driven in 4 tonight. Aaron Perez steps in next for Long Beach State. Chopper on the ground to the right side. Shepler ranges in, and it goes right through him, though Rolls is right there to field it and toss to the bag. Not often you see that play. Shepler just missed the ground ball, but his second baseman was right behind him to field and toss to the bag anyway. It's a first pitch ground out for Perez that leaves 2 stranded, but the Dirtbags add 4 more insurance runs. They've got 3 outs to get with a 9-run lead, and they'll go to the bullpen, introduce the new Dirtbag arm, trying to close it out with a 9-run lead next on 22 West Radio. Eric Diaz, the new man in the game for Long Beach State, trying to get the final 3 outs. Right-handed senior comes in for his first appearance of the year. JC Osorio Agard steps in to lead off the top of the 9th inning. Dirtbags lead 12-3. Eric Diaz comes downhill with a fastball and gets a whiff to start the top of the 9th. It was a quality outing out of the bullpen for Hogan Shelby. Set his final line after this pitch. The 0-1 from Diaz popped up and out of play down the right side. He's ahead 0-2. Shelby went 2 innings, 0 hits, 0 runs, 0 walks, and 4 strikeouts when it took him 25 pitches to get through 6 outs. Eric Diaz comes set, pitching out of the stretch. 0-2 slider missed outside. Osorio Agard in the box, pops it up to the right side. Perez ranging into the outfield. Toomey coming in. He calls him off in foul territory and makes the catch. It's a fly out down the right field line in foul territory to end the night for Osorio Agard. Eric Diaz has his first out of the top of the 9th. Eric Diaz has pitched the last spring 4 games for Long Beach State. Missed the 2024 season, but pitched in 2 back in 2023 for the Beach. Now a senior for the Dirtbags, 4th year with the program. Pitch swung on and missed. Brent Croda expanded the zone up above it and came up empty. Croda's 1 for 3 tonight. Had a double last time up. Ball hit hard down the right field line for his first hit in Division I baseball. Graduate student. Started at Mount San Antonio College. 0-1 taken on the inside corner for a strike. Kind of went from Mount San Antonio College to Cal Poly Pomona for the last 3 years. Division II level. Now with San Jose State. Eric Diaz did have a strong summer. 0-2 pitch, popped up and out of play down the left side. After the spring wrapped up with the Dirtbags, Diaz went and pitched for the Alameda Merchants in the California Collegiate League. 10 appearances out of the bullpen there, 1.32 ERA. 14 strikeouts and 13 2/3 innings. 0-2 count to Brent Croda. Pitch taken low in the dirt for ball 1. This is the second game of a 3-game set this weekend to open the year. Looks like the Beach are well on their way to evening it up at a game apiece. It was 8-0 San Jose State last night. Now 12-3 Dirtbags here in the top of the 9th tonight. 1-2 pitch hit him on the front hip. Brent Croda stood in there and took it. Now he's limping down to first base, threw his shin guard over to the dugout, but that one looked like it caught him pretty flush. So that'll be a bruise that the graduate outfielder takes here in the 9th inning. Looks like it'll be a pinch hitter coming up for the Spartans. Giorgiani coming in. Giannini, senior infielder, transfer from San Joaquin Delta College. Pinch hitting for Peyton Rolls. Left-handed hitting infielder. First pitch from Diaz on the outside corner for strike 1. A fastball buzzed in at 90 miles an hour. Man down at first with 1 out. Still a 9-run lead for the Dirtbags. Perez, the first baseman, playing behind the runner. A 1 pitch flied out into right. It's high in the air. Toomey ranging over towards the line. And now he's camped underneath it. There's a little to his right and makes the catch. It's fly out on the second pitch for Drew Giannini. Now the Dirtbags 1 out away from evening up the series at a game apiece. Tomorrow the rubber match will be played at 1 o'clock. I'll be back on the air. JD Beaudry will be with me as the color commentator for that one. Another pinch hitter coming in here. Emmett Finney takes a fastball high for ball 1. Infielder originally from Alameda, stepping into the box. 1-0 count. Eric Diaz comes home and gets a swing and a miss. 12-3 Dirtbags, still a decent crowd that stuck it out to the end, despite the colder air at Blair Field. Tomorrow should be more comfortable with the 1 o'clock first pitch. 1-1 from Diaz, misses high. Finney transferred to San Jose State from Chabot College. Right-handed hitting infielder in the box. 2-1 pitch, swung on and missed at the top of the zone. And now the Dirtbags 1 strike away from their first win of 2026. The fans at Blair Field get up on their feet and make some noise. Eric Diaz trying to close it out. Diaz is going to step off the mound. Anticlimactic, as he didn't get the call right in his pitch comm. Now he comes set. The 2-2 pitch is popped up out of play down the right field line. They'll do it again. The Spartans do not have a listed scheduled starter for tomorrow. They're listed as TBD. Long Beach State scheduled to send Luke Howe, freshman hurler, to the mound. 2-2 pitch missed a little high. So it counts full now to Emmett Finney. Let's go Dirtbags chants ringing around Blair Field. It's a good response tonight from Long Beach State after they got blanked 8-0 yesterday. They're ahead 12-3 in the ninth. Pitch comes home. It's popped up in foul territory down the right side. Perez ranges all the way over to the fence and then watches it fly out of play. Jake Fields is in line for the win tonight for Long Beach State. Came in and threw 5 2/3 innings after entering to face the second batter of the game. Dirtbag starter Austin Castillo exited with an injury after throwing only 2 pitches. Jake Fields filled a huge role tonight. Another payoff pitch, flied out to center field. Goldenette started in, now ranges a bit back, and he's camped underneath it to make the catch. Long Beach State wins the second game of the year, 12-3. The final score as Eric Diaz closes it out. Beach now move to 1-1 on the season. Dirtbags and the Spartans split the first 2 games of the series. They'll play the rubber match back here tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Through the line score for this one for Long Beach State, Dylan Lena with 4 runs driven in, went 2 for 4, had a double and a single alongside a sacrifice fly. Reed Montgomery in his 1 at-bat off the bench drove in a pair on a single. Damon Valdez also had a 2-run single. Camden Gasser had 2 RBI, did not have a single hit, but scored 3 times, and he walked 4 times. Long Beach State with a good performance all around. Jake Fields picks up the win. 5 2/3 innings, 2 hits, 3 runs, 2 of them earned for Fields. 8 punch-outs in his time on the mound as he gets a well-deserved W. On the wrong side of things, David Thomas, the starter for San Jose State, picks up the loss. He only went 2 innings and allowed 5 earned runs. So the Dirtbags with a strong performance tonight. They move to 1-1 on the season, and they'll round out this series against San Jose State back here at Blair Field tomorrow. at 1 o'clock before they turn the calendar to Tuesday to face San Diego. That'll do it for us here at Blair Field. For Alex Prado back on the board and the rest of our 22 West Sports crew, I'm Bruce Kuntz. This has been Long Beach State Dirtbags Baseball on 22 West Radio, streaming live at 88.1 FM KKJZ HD3 Long Beach. I'll be back on the air with JD Beaudry tomorrow at 1 o'clock for the Dirtbags versus Spartans series finale. Hope you tune in for that, and thanks for tuning in tonight and hopefully for the rest of our Valentine's Day triple header, here on 22 West Radio. Hope you'll tune in tomorrow at 1, and thanks for being here.